It was
It's
North
just he's-
Space.
You have to get to the truth of this. And get
It's
Dorothea
true.
away
North
from
Space,
Razad.
yes. Godly, no. More demigod. Which even
Yeah.
if even gods don't have to be good. There's gods of death. For God's sakes, look at Hades. Look at well, I guess Raw is good, but Raw has done
Hades
some
is
pretty
still
bad shit.
good in general.
No.
In all mythology, he's still typically a pretty good guy.
And typically, I'm still pretty good. I just have been doing some horrifying things.
Yeah, but you're not a literal. I mean, Hades is not a literal demon.
No, you're right. He's a king of demons.
Yeah. You,
A god of demons.
You are technically a literal demon.
I am technically a king of demons that is a demon.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I am Hades, but I'm more Hades.
You can't be more of something than the thing itself. That makes
I
zero
am
sense.
more Hades than Hades, okay?
That makes zero sense.
Deal with it.
And you know I'm not wrong about that either. That really does make zero sense.
Deal with it.
Just for the sake of lore, that makes zero sense.
Just deal with it. And actually, it doesn't really, because Hades is a demon king, I'm a demon king. The only difference is
He's not a demon king, he's the king of the
I would
underworld.
be Hades, if anything, I'd be Hades' right-hand man type situation.
But that's Thanatos.
No, I'd be the other right-hand man. Because,
You'd be the left-hand man.
nah.
But you just said you'd be
I'd
the
be the
other
cousin.
left-hand man. I'd be the
I'd be
cousin.
I'm a demon. I'd be someone he promoted to the very, very top of the army.
You know, because he totally has an army.
Yeah, he does. An army of demons.
Also, you know that side quest that we couldn't do?
Mhm.
It actually leads to a pretty cool mission.
I don't remember what side quest it was, but
It was the whole one about where we had to kill someone in Crystal, go to the house, all that.
don't remember, bro.
Ah, whatever. Don't worry, okay. I'm just saying this mission's quite cool. Great, yeah, great for XP as well.
Ooh. You have an advantage on wisdom perception and wisdom survival. Round blood or
God, I never said anything about intelligence.
perception.
It's good. Thank God it said nothing about intelligence.
Again, perception.
But that's not intelligence.
Again, perception. I know there was intelligence. That's it. Again, perception. And survival. So take that how you will.
Survival is like gaining stuff from hides and stuff.
Not just that. 'Cause survival is gaining stuff by hunting, and also survivalism. Fucking, if you take 500,000 damage, you might be able. There's a chance you can live with 1 hit point, which still
No.
means most likely yes. Which still
Survival
means
is like
that
meant,
this
like-
is straight up how it is. That's straight up how it is. There's, I'm saying, depending on what your character is and all that shit and what people decide, there is still the chance that you can survive with 1 hit point. However, that being said, after that, you're just like, oh, wait, I got 1 hit point. He still has 3 attacks. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no. So it's like, oh, great, I died. But sometimes it's like, oh, great, look, I would have normally died this turn, but I have 1 hit point. I need to heal now, please.
Now.
Meanwhile, here's me. Meanwhile, here's us. Nah, what's healing?
Literally though. Like I made healing potions a thing in the game.
Oh, yeah, we know. I used one once.
Yeah, I used one once.
But then I died once because I didn't. And I had to save myself because I didn't have any.
Yeah, I remember that. That's hilarious.
I did buy some though again. Bought some from last merchant because that's how much they would, and he's like, "Oh, like 2 gold a piece," and I'm like, "Oh."
I mean, don't get me wrong; those won't heal much right currently because like the differences in levels and all that since our last thing.
No, that was just on our last merchant. He said,
"Yeah, our last merchant is 30 levels different now."
No, because we visited the merchant again. We visited that one merchant. That's where I got him from. We visited the merchant.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we visited
once again.
Because I got you the 20% mod, and I bought potion room.
I will tell you the same thing because I honestly don't remember this.
Potions.
Send proof, please.
Thailand, I swear to God, if you keep forgetting shit, I'm honestly just gonna stop playing.
I mean, I'm sorry, no, but I'm not gonna remember every little thing that exists.
That's fine for you not to remember every single thing, but you've been forgetting so much that at this point, are you even trying? Like,
yes, I indeed am. Why do you think I have had to remind freaking Zeri multiple times about it? I don't expect someone to be at their best in the first time they've done something.
We're safe from the spell burst down here, but these sewers are the last hideout of the dead rats. I need to get to the Tower of Solace to look for Dorothea, but the Weirats will kill these people for certain if we don't clear a path to the surface.
Shit, do I not? Refiner's cache. Oh, you probably would fill my inventory. Onyx outfit? Huh. Okay. Works. Driving over. Am I over? That was terrifying. That was terrifying. Yes, I mean, more healing. More healing.
I should probably be using my stealth to my advantage, because that's going to make me do so much more. But,
Alright, that's a crazy idea. But that being said, I lose movement, but I get 140 credit. Actually, that I lose, well, no, because I lose armor pin, and I don't want to lose that armor pin. I would get a little bit more crit, but I lose defense and armor pin, and it's just like, it's not worth it. Only getting 48. The other thing.
the moment when some guy thinks you're trying to save his life, but in reality you're just trying to get a chest.
I don't care who you are or why you are, but give me this.
Pretty much, yeah. I just stabbed this man and he died. Literally how a rogue works.
How you work.
How do I open this thing? I want to. Oh, okay, over there. I want that, so I have to go around to get that, okay. My God, I hate AI. Go away. Thank you, Jesus. Go be on the enemy's side so I can kill you, please. That's literally how I feel about that AI right now. That's all. So, as I was going to be saying, we start the second round of the tournament, also known as the semifinals. These guys don't seem to have really anything interesting. Just casual level 40s. They're just clearly just been grinding it out, not trying to get anything godlike or anything like that.
Oh, 4 movies. I start my stream.
You still haven't started your stream yet?
Nah. I have 2 swords that are exactly the same.
Roll.
Except for one is 26 and one is 21.
Seems legit.
One is 5 levels higher and has the exact same stats.
We got these people out, but Razad's spellburst must have killed hundreds, including my
My
poor
character
Dorothea.
excels.
I won't let him
this
get away with
game
this.
Is
I'm going to call in my favorites with such.
What's that? Anyway, my character excels in this game isn't where other people's character excels in this game. My character excels in being alive. Or not even being alive. That was a joke. What my character actually, if anything though, does that truly excel in is taking out small guys. Like anything that's small, my click, 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 entire small group dead. But if they're big guys, I'm like, alright, hammer down. Oh, what's that? You're still alive. Hammer. Oh, you're still. Oh no.
Who are you playing again?
The great swordsman.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Big guy from is like slice, 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 slice. 600 slices later. Okay, I think he's finally dead. Oh god.
Meanwhile, my guardian fighter's just like, how you doing?
Meanwhile, I'm just like, you're gay.
Big guy, great at group fight. I mean, great at boss fighting, sucks at group fighting. Big guy with a big sword, great at group fighting, sucks at boss fighting.
Seems about right.
Yep.
You get your character because you're bad.
What?
I said you quit your character because you're bad.
I didn't quit on my. I've just been enjoying the road.
Your buns, kid.
Maybe.
Protectors.
No, you.
That gave so much XP.
Well, apparently one of the things Ron did give like 5,000, or no, like 50,000 or 5. It's 5,000 or 50,000. It was a lot. It was like 2 levels.
Mine
He
gave
was level
3,000.
Fear that was just a side effect.
I'm only a level 19.
To complete his ritual, he has to be stopped.
So it's probably like 50,000 to be fair.
He betrayed and killed.
They leveled him up pretty much twice.
Yeah, then it was most likely 50,000.
There was these little 70 enemies, and there was a group of them, and no, because I'm trying to clean my inventory out before I do this.
No.
But there was this group of guys, this group of whatever you want to call them, and I was fighting them, and I wasn't fighting them, but I was walking, and I seen them, and all I did was I was on this character, I went and I spun.
Hashtag
Multiple hits on said guys. So I had a suspicion. I did my spin, ran, they killed them, I leveled up 2 times. And I'm like, oh.
Alright, we're moving in. Everyone, follow me.
Like, all I did was hit 2 people, and I leveled up twice. Okay. What do I want to play while I do this? Because I don't want to play that game while doing this, man. We'll play some Apex Legends while doing it.
Level 20, there we go.
Here's you. Alright, level 20 is steadily grinding. Meanwhile, here's me. Oh wait, I can't because Apex Legends makes you not be able to stream. Well, you can stream it, but you can't on PlayStation.
Open the boxes are
It's well, you might be able to stream. I don't know about stream. I take it back. I know you can't record it. It's blocked footage, kind of like the CODs are.
COD you can do no problem. I didn't have a problem with that.
No, just straight up recording a video is hard on COD 3 at least, because it says, at least it was. I don't know if they changed it, but it says restricted video.
I was excited
no,
about BO4.
You know when it says block scene can't record?
Yeah.
Call of Duty 3 had that on recording. I don't know about I don't know how that works for streaming.
I don't have a problem streaming it, because remember that's what I did for the pop-up?
Yeah, I don't know how else streaming works, but I know I've had a couple times, like I can try to stream this game. It won't be that bad if it doesn't work, but I know there was a couple times where I was like, at least on Call of Duty, it's like, hey, you can't do this. It says or gameplay recording pause or whatever. I think when I think about more, that it's essentially what it actually is it's just like, hey, you can't record gameplay.
Yeah, possibly. I wouldn't know.
I accidentally took a screenshot.
Good job.
Broadcast gameplay. YouTube. I wonder which one. Number 9. Well, if there's one thing, Todd, that you can't say about me, it's that most of the time I will most definitely be on when you want to do the podcast.
Yeah. Even if you're not ready for it.
I'm just like, what? Now? Wait, why now? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! What's up, guys? It's Snow Games. Apparently we're doing, D&D, you know, the thing we've been kind of doing, the only videos I've been uploading recently, yeah, that thing. I'm playing some Apex Legends while doing this. If you haven't played a game, and the broadcast stopped. I'm gonna stab a baby.
I found Dorothea. She's alive, but trapped.
It's Thailand. It did the thing again.
And I can't open these gates.
Also, if you have your broadcast was stopping, it did that.
Reach us, and we'll leave Rizard no way.
I know you did, but still, it did that with you.
I know it did previously, not this time.
We're back up again. Alright, boys, let's go. Hopefully it doesn't glitch this time. Fun. Thailand will take us out, DM. Where last time we left off.
Last time we left off, Noah completely obliterated 2 people. Oh, I'm sorry. Underscore. Completely obliterated 2 people.
Just call me. You just hear my character here. My character's sitting there, and you just hear my character go, "You blank asshole."
Yep.
Alright. I obliterated 2 people in Aussie style. Let's go. Semi-finals. Forget about the rest of the matches. They don't matter. We one-shot everyone.
Actually, roll a d20 and see how difficult it is.
This round or the other rounds?
For this round. Because we both know it's not going to take much.
And my dice needs to rebound. That's lovely. Thing to open my phone too. Oh, well, you know it's downloaded already because it's almost like it's not big. Well, it wasn't hard.
And what'd you roll?
19.
Oh yeah, that's down. So yeah, it was pretty not hard. Like I didn't even get the chance to attack. Not hard.
So this guy in gameplay Mirage, so this will be the first time I see him play.
Really? Just where I played Mirage
Yeah.
Inferno.
No, you didn't play Mirage. Mirage was the locked one.
Oh, never mind then. No, no.
Oh god, this guy on my team playing a like Lifeline has like 385 kills.
Oh, that's nice.
So I have a Mirage with like 50 kills or so, and alright, I'm just gonna relinquish the Drop Master. I'm legitimately gonna follow and be carried this game.
Of course you would.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm following being carried this game. We're 110%.
No, it turns out the guy's not even good. He actually just gets a lot of finishes.
Stay back! It was a trap!
I'm trusting you to carry whoever you are.
It's an experiment. Now, kill your friends while I prepare my own transformation.
So yeah, it looks like normal hard fighting. Had no trouble with it.
Killed instantly.
Pretty much that. I'm sorry, I was told not to kill someone, but he's already dead. I think I legitimately just broke the game.
How I felt during those fights. I feel bad. There was purple armor here, and I just snagged it.
Don't worry about me. You must find Joseph. He fell into the old smuggling tunnels where Razad kept his failed experiments. I'll be all right. Just please stop Joseph.
Apparently I gotta
before
fight
Razad
them
makes him
with
do
Peacekeeper.
something horrible.
So I gotta get somewhat close, boys.
6 feet.
So Ty, what are you doing?
I'm in.
What are you doing? You just went silent.
I'm just sitting silent right now. I didn't realize there was a reason.
Well, like, have you thought why you're doing that though?
No, because I didn't really have a reason to speak.
Sure you do. You always have a reason to speak.
Not really.
Yeah, it's called You Run This Show.
I mean, not apparently when it comes to you saying anything about it, because apparently you run it, because apparently whatever I say is wrong.
I'm just saying, technically, by facts, you're wrong. That doesn't mean that you're not the leader. I'm just saying you are actually
wrong about
wrong.
what, though?
When you're wrong, when you're wrong about a class, I'm gonna tell you that I honestly feel you're wrong about a class, and I'm gonna tell you why I believe you're wrong about that class. Like you said, you don't accept it, which is whatever. But if I think you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you I think you're wrong.
Even though I'm pretty sure we both know I'm just casually joking.
No, I like I said, I don't really care. If I think you're wrong, I'm gonna say I do believe you're wrong. Plain and simple. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
I'm here, Joseph. I'm here.
You must listen. Razad
Oh my
is at
god,
the
we've
top of
already
the
killed
tower.
like an entire
He is
squad.
preparing a ritual
Just
that
my
will give
team
him
in general, not
power.
even
But
like
yeah,
I
this
was
is where the fun begins.
Time to get Sergeant
finals.
Knox. It's up to you.
So
Use
we
the
just pretty much
statues.
blitzed the
There's
semifinals because AK
another
with 10 is
secret
really
power.
didn't want to do.
No,
I didn't want to do the
I
semifinals.
can feel his power over me returning.
That was my entire idea for the
Before he
semifinals for
makes
characters.
me attack you again.
In them instantly.
I have a shotgun with like a what looks like a purple ability or something, and it's a peacekeeper, and it's this arrow and
The
purples.
Peacekeeper is busted.
The peacekeeper is very nice, and it has 2 purple attachments on it, so it is really nice. And I have purple armor. Speaking of which, I would really like to get my armor refilled, please. Do I have any? No, I don't.
But yeah, there are at least 2 men. One seems to be a ranger, and the other seems to be a, what do I have for him? Fighter. They seem to keep quiet before we actually begin the fight.
You take...
Do you have anything to say to them?
No. Actually, yeah. Good luck. Let me think about what I'm gonna say. Hold up. Good luck. Let the best man or woman win.
The girl smiles as you say that, and for some reason, it doesn't seem like the respectable kind of smile. Like, I agree. Almost like she's confident she'll win this. But she's not smiling at you. She's smiling at Charles.
Was that the ranger or the melee?
The ranger. I'll give you a hint that's meant for my counter.
I had a feeling.
The fighter is meant to be for you. The
I'd
fighter
say
nods and bows.
I was gonna say, I had a feeling, so I was sitting there and I was listening, and you said fighter ranger. I said, I take fighter, you take ranger. Well, wait, no, because fighter would actually oppose a challenge. A ranger I'd take out instantly because rangers have less health.
That's
and
why
I just rush.
a
I
ranger's
just
my
bombard. Yeah. So, what? How are you gonna say this to where I don't just go, all right, I rush him and kill him?
Well, simple. When the fight begins, you'll see. I don't have something here for nothing. So, roll initiative.
Or initiative, or I wasn't in an intense gunfight. All right, whole squad down. Whew. That was an intense gunfight. Me and this team are doing really good. So like,
Well, okay, yeah, okay, got that. That's all I needed to know for that one. That was the first one, Ranger. Yeah. Okay, time to rule. Okay, fighter's that. Okay. Yeah, I think I might be attacking the last here, depending on what you roll.
hold up. Watch me roll a nat 1.
I did say depending on what you roll because I don't know what you might roll. I know I'm blind,
There's a
but where
good
is
chance you're less.
Where's this stupid thing? I know I'm dumb.
Young rose at a bigger rose.
So I'm waiting for you to get done with that.
Alright. Gunfight seems to be over. Let me roll quickly.
The Kronstaff key. Where is the Kronstaff key?
For initiative, I rolled an 18.
Okay. Yeah, so that means the
18
Ranger is indeed
loves
going
me.
first.
I rolled more 18s than any other number.
Yeah. Like I said, that
By a
means
long
that
shot.
the Ranger is going first. She rolled a nat 20. I mean, she would have gone first anyways, because I know she has the higher dex compared to you. But immediately...
My dex is high, but imagine as a ranger, hers is max, pretty much.
No, not max, but it's higher than mine.
Yeah. I have like, now like 30 dex.
I have 40. I'm not saying her stats as that's kind of important to it.
Alright, well, she's going, alright, she's going first. Do I get an, do I get a chance to do like, hey, I want to look at this person before
The
round
fight
starts?
technically has not begun yet, so you can, but...
Alright, so I want to roll an investigation on both of them.
hmm
And I do got a wisdom will we say that's perception?
Investigation would be based on intelligence, or investigation itself, whichever one you prefer.
Alright, well for the warrior, that's what I'm rolling this time. I rolled a nat 20.
So you're investigating to see what all equipment he has? Like, what are you investigating for?
To see like his character stats and his equipment.
He has an elucidator and a mysterious black longsword and 2 hand axes for his equipment. His stats are mainly focused on strength and dexterity, as a typical fighter.
What about his armor?
His armor is... I know I had that somewhere. A Spartan war plate that seems to come from a divinish being. It has a divine feeling to it, but you can't name... I mean, roll a wisdom, which means you'll get advantage for this, to see if you can understand who it is.
Well, without advantage, I rolled a 19, so...
Yeah. This reminds you of the chest plate of Ares.
Okay. Thinking. Alright. And when it's an investigation, I didn't specify their abilities, so can I roll to see their abilities, or do I actually have to watch them use them?
You would have to watch them use it, as their abilities are something they have on private. Items you can technically you can see them having.
Damn them being smart.
But so what's your investigation check on the ranger?
And ranger, I rolled an 18.
This time, she seems to be a lot more focused on dex and wisdom. As, like I said, she seems to be very wise about her fights. She's confident she'll win this, but guess we'll see.
For good reasoning. What do I know of her armor?
Of her armor, looks like hunter's armor based on like a certain goddess. Her weaponry is 2 divinish
Can I roll?
bows.
Can I roll with disadvantage to see if I can find out what goddess?
You should be able to roll for advantage on this one since you were able to guess the previous one. I mean, since you were able to figure out the previous one.
Yeah, with advantage, I rolled a 17.
You can't place your name on which exact one it is, but it's either Diana
Oh wait,
or
hold up, with
Artemis.
advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh, I thought with disadvantage.
No. They went with advantage.
My mind's confused. Sorry. So you said roll with advantage, right?
Yes.
Alright, hold up.
As this would be a wisdom.
Let me
not an
look what I rolled then.
intelligence.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Disadvantage was a 17.
It looks like Diana's hunter's clothing. Silver-lined, gray, the typical clothes, and a wolf hide hood.
Alright. I'm literally spending most of my time just trying to get to my teammates. Because they're all the way up in voodoo. Man.
Facing a lot of problems, and you've done an excellent job in helping us. However,
So yeah, is that all? Or do you have anything else?
I'm thinking.
Because I don't think I have said exactly what her weaponry was.
You started to.
And then you cut me off.
Yeah. Something about a... Yeah, so what's her weaponry?
She has 2 bows. Typical hunters only typically carry 1. But these bows seem very much alike, but hold different feelings in them. One seems
Different
to glow.
aura bows, I imagine.
There are things to
One
be done.
seems to be a lot more bright based, almost like the sun. And the other one seems to glow a faint silver. I'm sure that'll help you
Hail,
guess.
adventurer!
I heard sun and something about faint silver.
Yeah.
Oh, if so, I have many fine goods for sale.
I know the sun one, obviously. The faint silver I'm having trouble with. Mainly because I'm in a fight, like a heavy-ass fight.
I mean, think about what theme I've kind of went for here. Very Greek based.
Niece? I don't know.
Neith is Egyptian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's I don't know.
Artemis.
Ow!
Bloody Artemis.
Artemis's bow? Okay.
Yeah. And I'm sure you can guess the
Is this a
sun based kind of
You
bow.
can't do this to me.
If you can't, I'm just upset.
The workshop's been losing money.
Raw is what I'm gonna guess.
Once again, he's Egyptian.
The shop's nothing without me.
I know he is. I'm actually gonna see how triggered you get.
There's a Greek god of sun, and I know
Master
you
you
know
may
this.
be, but you know mine.
I do. I'm just trying to see how triggered I could get you.
Yeah, you can't, because I knew immediately you were joking. Because I know for a fact you've...
I play Smite for a reason.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know you've read about Raw stuff so much.
You're as good as new. Well, come here.
But as you were checking her and him out for
This
their
works. Indeed.
stuff,
The artisans
you gotta think
employed
about something that you
excellent.
forgot to
I'm
do,
sure you'll
so they
turn this
can
place
see it
around
without
in
even
no
having to do any rolls.
I know just where.
I was glad I
what do
threw.
you think?
Alright.
Ah, that's your decision. I can't say I disagree. Well then, shall I send the rest home?
So, I imagine they investigated us.
Fine
Yeah.
choice. Well then.
I have my
lad,
books, it's not
take
private.
my
Can't hide gear in private though.
Your retainer. will-
What?
So I have my abilities in private. I made sure I did that before the tournament.
Yeah.
That's for gear.
The gear, they didn't... I mean, they could see immediately without having to roll an investigation. They could see everything and type about
I'm
it.
so glad I got that Overlord arm.
For some reason, though, the girl grins when she sees this and looks at the fighter. Almost as if they aren't threatened by our gear.
Probably because they're like, our gear is way too strong for you.
I have one word for you.
No, that's not why. They seem to be right around the same level as us. It's just... They seem
No,
to
their
be so
gear is probably high
confident.
tier gear. Yeah, they're probably the same level itself with God gear. They have divine gear. That gear's gonna be good, no matter what you look at it. It
I mean,
could be
it's
the worst
still
version.
capable of penetrating.
I have to say it. It's divine gear. It could be the worst version of the divine gear. If it's the divine gear, it's going to be good.
I mean, technically, we're also wearing divine gear, as that is
No.
what this is under for loot rarity.
Nah. Also,
Back, friend.
What can I do?
what's
So, my
The
partner,
thing-
a tiefling
yeah.
wizardess named Zaliana, was supposed to meet us here at
So,
the
let's just start a
Broken
fight.
Fire, but she
Everything-
never made it.
against
I
point?
hear that the
They
Black
looked at our
Dragon
gear, we looked at their
Bandits
gear,
went in an
fight
ambush
begins.
along the high road
Yep.
and killed her. I'm not tough enough
And
to
as
save
we have
her.
said about who will
I
start
can give you a
with the
description
first
so you know
move,
what
it would be
you're
the hunter.
If you don't find her
She takes a
corpse,
leap
then
back,
maybe
so that
something
way
happened to her ship.
you can't
Talk
track
to
her
Lord
when she
Blair
does
in the
it. She
lighthouse
goes
district.
invisible.
If her ship was right,
So essentially, she does a Sequet type thing, or an Uzunami type thing. It's one of the two. I can't remember which.
I don't know either, but you know. I don't really particularly care. I already have this kind of set up, just praying that she would get the first. Like, if she didn't get first for this, I knew it was going to be kind of screwed. Because I know how your character
She goes for you.
No. She figures it's not the wise idea to go for the first move, as that would reveal her position, but instead prepares herself for the next. Well, you can't really see this, but yeah.
She prepares herself for the next turn, essentially.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't know that.
Yeah. Cough, cough.
So essentially,
out of character, you know this. In character,
yeah.
In character, you have no clue what she's trying to do.
Where she gone? I just seen her jump back and disappear. So, okay, go ahead. I'm not gonna say anything yet. Is that the end of her turn?
You see a faint glowing aura on the, for some reason, right in front of you. But other than that, everything seems fine.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Since it's your turn now, yeah. It's your turn.
I'm going to roll a war roll. A war roar. Something barbarians in general, this class can do.
Yeah.
For Berserker. Essentially, I shout, trying to get her invisibility to break.
So, is that based on a DC that she has to roll, or a mix of you rolling against her?
Let's see if I can find it here. Hold up.
You know what would slow them scurvy
it'd probably be I roll that, or roll 20 to see what. This is my guess. I'll check. But probably I'd roll like a 20 to see what happens exactly. Like, I roll a 20 to see how loud I get, and then she'd roll to see if it breaks her.
Yeah, because it's kind of based on concentration for invisibility spells and all that.
Yeah, Warcry, D&T.
You can do that?
Oh, never mind, I guess D&D standards are different. That's a Barb thing, apparently. D&D has different standards. Let me keep looking here, because that was on an unofficial site.
That would make sense then why it wouldn't be exactly confirmed about what it is.
Let's see here. Bard, Sorcerer, Wizard, Spell Thief, Champion of Graphic. Alright, so none of them actually bring up Warrior, huh?
Berserker itself is technically a homebrew class.
Yeah. Are we gonna say I have it?
I mean, I don't see why not. It doesn't
Terrifying
make sense
Roar.
to the plot.
It'd make more sense if we said Terrifying Roar, but...
As a hunter, she would get advantage against that, though, because, well, it makes sense as a hunter.
Alright, never mind, I'm not sure. I'm gonna try something. This is gonna go great for me, or horrid.
Say it.
Okay, so essentially, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to take my sword and smash the ground and try to pretty much shake it. Pretty much smash and shake the ground, causing her to stumble and uncloak.
Roll. I mean, actually, no, this would be her rolling. Yeah, actually, roll a strength check and I'll roll a dex check for her.
Alright, well...
Okay.
Natural modifier roll.
I don't care about modified, it's just natural base rolls.
But then why do we even have mods? This is stupid.
Because for certain things they do, but this is like, it's like, math, not good.
It would be, because like to shake the ground you need a lot of strength.
Right, fine. Modifier is fine for this. It's
modified, alright. Modified, I rolled a, let me see here, that'd be 53, 9, 62, a 19 unmodified, a 62 modified.
trying to do the math here for all of this. Since, like I said, she was very dexed in Wisdom Boost. Trying to do the math here.
It'd be
She stumbles out of invisibility for a split second and then goes back into invisibility.
I'm gonna roll to see. All right, can I roll to see if I caught that, or are we gonna see my character caught that because that's what he was aiming for?
This would be a perception check, so you can get advantage on this because once again you said.
All right.
You do get.
I rolled an 18 without the bonus. With the bonus, mine still be an 18.
You've seen it,
So I rolled
but as I was saying previously, I mean not saying previously. Oh, yeah, you've seen it, but for all you know, she could have moved because, like I said, she did ready in action, and movement is.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to where she was. I'm gonna pretty much dash to where she was.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, I'm going to take my sword, because my sword has some pretty... Well, actually, no. Before I take my sword, I'm going to use my power to expand my sword, the size of it, for a turn, making it have long range, and I'm going to spin.
Okay.
Pretty much do a spin attack. And also, I don't know how she moved, considering you're not supposed to be able to move unless it's your turn, but...
Like I said, she ready in action. That movement is considered an action.
Alright. Well, I rolled an 18 to hit for the spin.
If she was anywhere in that area, you would have indeed hit her. But instead you see that aura that was in front of you glow brighter as she teleports there uninvisible.
Okay. So now she's uninvisible. I've used how many actions? Let's see, well. I smashed the ground. I did my dash.
Dash does count as your full movement, since that's what exactly you said.
So I smashed the ground, I did my dash, and I said it depends on how far I dash, but anyway, I did my dash, and I spun, so that's 3. And now she's sent back to where I was uninvisible, you said?
Yep.
Alright. Well, I'm going to now charge up as much force as I can in this explosion. So, put all my action points in it and shoot a fire blast. With, like I said, fully charged. So I'm going to do, like, all my, obviously my one for all and all
Also,
that.
something I'm not going to lie about that I did totally forget to do as a DM thing. They're supposed to roll a dex check when it comes to dealing with explosions. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I thought that was completely my bad.
Lucky for me, this one's an explosion. It's a fire blast. There's a reason why I didn't do explosion, because I figured you'd remember. Eventually.
I mean, fire damage is technically the same as explosion damage when it comes to, like, resistance and all that.
Fire damage and explosion are different.
Well, I'm
but
talking
there's
about when it goes to
explosive
resistance,
resistance.
Yeah, I know.
No, because there's explosive resistance and then there's fire resistance. They're just different things. For example, what was it called? I'm trying to remember the name of the class. It was more of a homebrew class. Fuck up. Can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. Right. But anyway, for example, the demon wouldn't have very high explosive resistance. They'd have about half the resistance, but they would have about half the resistance. But then on the other thing, they wouldn't have on fire. They have 100%. So pretty much whatever percent they'd have on their main, like if they're a fire, they'd have 100%. If they had 100%, then they'd have 50% on everything. If they have 80%, they'd have 40% on everything.
Also, by the way,
because only
something
half
worse.
of it is fire. You unplugged your headset or unmuted it.
I accidentally unplugged my headset, but that's not the point. Something I also realized as well. Oh wait, never mind. I just forgot. Damn. Oh yeah, that's right. Even on my sheet for the character, for the fighter, I just have a mysterious black sword. Like, I just realized this.
Oh no. Well, come on with that, but also she's a hunter, meaning she wouldn't be very, most likely, attuned to at least fire damage, because that's all I'm doing is just pure fire damage. She wouldn't be very attuned to that.
I mean, technically the cloak would have some resistance to that part. Not much, but some.
Some, but
Some,
at the same
dude.
time, she's mainly, she has like, what was that, bone, but with silver lining, it destroys silver lining, all that stuff, no matter how we look at it. Like, that, you gotta figure, I'm shooting a fully charged blast at her with demon flames, which are over, like, easily probably say about 1,000 degrees. There's a reason why I legitimately evaporate in the other people.
Let's see who
Those
wins.
flames are
The
no
gods
lot,
versus
so
the demonic flames. Literally what this is about to go down
I'm going to, well, not just demonic, you gotta figure,
I
also
know.
dragon god flames, demonic dragon god flames, okay? Don't shortcut me here. With one for all added, that's a strong attack. How much damage can we say that does?
I'm
Or
actually
just
gonna
say
roll to
100?
see if she sees what's about to come. Oh!
I'm gonna roll to hit.
Oh, she
I rolled a nat
definitely
20
sees
to
this
hit.
coming. Because, like, your first
I
two
rolled a
shots
nat
you got,
20 to hit.
yeah. She rolls a nat 20 of expecting this, but, yeah,
I
yours
rolled a
would
nat
still
20
hit.
to hit, so.
Yeah, you're still hitting this, I'm not
I-
saying that.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure I had advantage because, well, no. I don't have that advantage. I put all my attack in this, and it was a quick chain of actions. Never mind, ignore that part. So, like I said, I shoot a fully concentrated fire blast at her. It's pretty much as concentrated and as strong as a slipstream blast I can shoot.
Roll
Like I said, I rolled a 20 to hit already, so
16 d20s for damage.
okay. That'd be with multiplier 1 for all, right?
That
Which
would
is 50%
indeed
currently.
be with multiplier, yes.
Good to see not the end of
What's
I
today?
am
16
the
d20s.
black
Why not just
the band
32
ship under the
d10s?
rocks.
Then put
Well,
30
either way, I
well, it'd be
rolled
actually
200.
24.
Either way, I rolled 299.
My
And
investigation.
I got a 20, so that'd be times 2.
I'll first need your aid to recover my equipment.
Okay. So
So
she takes
400
299 damage. Because
No,
she
it'd be
uses
times 2, remember?
no, let me finish. Because she uses uncanny dodge, something that rangers and rogues share. If they can see an attack coming, they take half damage of it.
I'm gonna stab you, because I know I have a lot of health.
No, they really don't. So how much did
Just
you
the
say
ranger
before
might with the
you said
warrior
times 2?
299.
Yeah, she takes 299 damage. She takes, like, half of her breastplate was indeed burned by that. Like, she's very, like, she took that, very much so. Okay.
Now, because it doesn't take an action, I'm gonna disengage. Back to you.
So now it's the fighter's turn. And clearly...
I'm gonna roll the disengage, though, because like, I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
disengage back to you. I rolled a 19 to disengage.
You disengage, funny fine. That means you're just able to move it back to me, no problem.
First I move, I flash back to you behind you and go, good luck.
It's not my turn yet. And remember, this fighter wants you.
I know what he wants, so that's what I want to give to me.
Yeah. But anyways. Okay,
Oh yeah, how
where
much,
is...
we never went over this. How much armor
That's cool.
AC does the Overlord armor give?
I'd say plus 15 on this.
Base form plus 15 makes sense. It's Overlord armor. It's legitimately about a god of a video game.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you might regret that, but you might not. I don't know you. You're a madman.
I am indeed a madman. You are not wrong about this.
Mainly because now with that 15, I'm at 40 armor, or 40 AC. But that's a point.
You... Are you adding them all up together, or because based on armor, that ring?
Because without the chest piece, I was sitting. You said it added 15, and without the chest piece, I was sitting at a whopping 25.
Oh, okay, never mind, that's better. Well, let's say I'm like, what? Because I forgot.
No, I
about
was
that.
sitting at 25, and then you add in the Overlord, which was 15.
Yeah, you're good now. You're good now.
So it'd be
I was
40.
confused for a second. We're good.
He was like, wait, what? Wait, what? What? What do you mean, what? Also, how does Dex mods apply into armor, by the way?
Well, technically they'd only apply when you're unarmored based on Berserker. It's the same thing for monks.
But you see, one thing that I'm going to check real quick, but if I am right, this would be really, really good. But if I am wrong, this would be really, really bad. Really bad.
I mean, I do know for a fact that's how the whole unarmored defense to get extra modifier and all that works.
Okay. I see, yes, okay. Well, what if I told you that sounds like too much OP?
What?
This armory, Yeah. Yeah, just gonna leave that there. Never mind, forget what I was saying.
Noah, what are you doing?
It's too bad. Thailand, just forget what I was saying. I'm just gonna.
No, who are you raping without consent?
Thailand, too far. First off, and second of all, I'm just gonna casually forget that I seen that. Just purge that from my memory real quick.
You never said I was wrong.
Later.
You just said I went too far. I'm not saying you're wrong about that, but...
Oh, that's how that was supposed to. Oh.
What do you do now?
Oh, nothing. Just something about how much gold you're supposed to start with. A save DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier. That's nice.
You doing maths right now?
Oh no, I just looking at the HG rating, and if this website is legit, which I'm pretty sure it is, because it's one of the more websites. D&D Wiki, what's a weird off-brand stuff, so I'm like, it's Morgan, but like I said, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it, so
Excellent
go ahead, man.
work. Slaying those salvagers will
As
slow
I
down
said,
the
it's
Black
the
Dagger
fighter's
bandits'
turn.
operations and give some
I'm just
peace
gonna
to
say
many
for
brave
now
sailors they'd
that
killed.
because being my
Please,
strength and all that, I
accept
just
this
have a
reward
natural
on
with that
behalf of the
AC
Harpers
because, like I said,
for your good deed.
I don't think we need to be adding my strength mod into my AC.
I wasn't sure whether it's strength mod or con mod that you're supposed to add to it, but I don't know. Isn't it supposed to be for unarmed defense though? Like that's if you're not armored?
If I, according to this, what I was reading right here, it said, and I quote, and this is why I believe it's an off branch and not the actual full website. Number one, it does look slightly different, and number two, it says, again, and I quote, you could add, if you have medium armor on, which sure enough, I have mainly medium armor on. The majority of my armor is medium armor. It says if you have medium or light.
Excellent.
If you have medium or light armor on, you would add your strength mod plus half of your cons mod, and we don't need me having a plus. Let me see here. 47 AC.
And give us a chance to look for more clues about where to find the other leader.
I don't think you want an 87 AC.
Yeah, I'd prefer not, even though I don't really care unless it's about natural rolls, unless for certain things. Like, that's honestly what I'm going based off of here.
I know, you're just not playing D&D like it's technically supposed to be played, but...
I mean, to be fair, you're not supposed to have a plus 50 mod.
To be fair, I don't have a plus 45. No,
sorry,
yeah,
my
45.
bad. Sorry, I'm 5 off.
Cause me no found the rope. Those darn hills be them pirates took my seat there. When I was away having a drink at the Broken Crown. It
But
would make
anyways.
an old sea dog happy. If you would fetch it back for
Yeah, now on to the fighter.
you them bandits on the head while you do it.
I'm more surprised you didn't ask for their names,
I'll let you in as to
as I was intending for this to be a big fight for a reason.
That's where they offload their
And these AI aren't bad for once. Like, I've seen just from that hunter itself, I'm actually gonna get the good fight that I wanted.
Watch, now you said that. straighten out on built check.
Oh, I would actually straight try. And you know I would.
I would just laugh demonically.
I know you would.
know I would. Have you ever thought that maybe, just maybe, get bad in skin?
But what if you're the one who buns?
No, you.
Ooh, my feelings, Noah. How can you do this to me?
Well, number one, you buns, and number two, I don't care.
Ring.
Alright, so, your turn.
The fighter's turn, you mean?
Yeah, your turn.
Not my turn, it's the fighter's turn.
It's your turn, because you're DM.
Prove it.
Alright, fine, I'm the DM then.
No, you're not.
Exactly.
The dice is the DM. Let's keep it real here.
No, you do DM. Because you're strike doing the dice clearly don't.
Okay, so yeah, that would definitely work. Okay, so then that plus for that to there. Plus that to there. Oh yeah, I forgot about One Man Army, which is a fighter perk. I love that thing.
I can't remember what it does.
I don't remember the exacts of it, but I remember the basics of it. Which also makes sense why I had his AC like that. It also
I still
gives
don't
him,
remember what it is.
It's still
One Man
yeah,
Army.
that's
I
good.
know you're supposed to only be able to, you're supposed to be fighting solo if you have that, but whatever. I do know that much. I know that much. One Man Army is supposed to imply you fighting alone. Again,
Yeah,
typically,
they're not grouping up on you. They're targeting, one of them targeting individually based.
I'm saying typically One Man Army is a perk you get when fighting 1v2 or more.
Ring. One Man Army has literally the strength of a one-man army. That's what I know about it, because I've checked from, once again, a canon site.
Like I said, you can say what you want. I'm just telling you, from what I remember and from what I looked at, One Man Army, typically it was supposed to apply when said person is fighting more than one person, only more than one person, by said self.
I could actually double check this. I'm not joking because I need to.
Yeah, it's kind of an important deal.
Yeah.
Giving him a one-man army buff when he's not one-man army because he's 1v1ing pretty much.
I mean, to be fair, you have the strength of an army. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, the difference is though, I also don't have much of the other stats like intelligence and a lot of other important things for that sacrifice of strength. You gotta figure, yeah, I have a lot of strength, but I suck at charisma. I suck at intelligence. I sacrifice stuff for it, believe it or not.
That's why he doesn't have his incredible for the high, like all that. Oh, that's right. That's good. Freaking, I have to type in literally that exact site because re. Hey, D&D, welcome. Blah blah. Let's go through this. Fighter. If you know I could click on it, that'd be nice. Yep, there we go, fighter. Now I gotta roll all the way down to this. And I chose Weapon Master for his path, because that was the entire point of that. One Man Army, when you reach 18th level in this archetype, you gain the following benefits. Quick Strike, Peerless Blow. Oh, that's what I was trying to remember about it, yeah. Brothers in Arms, and Quick Strike, and Peerless Blow. It doesn't say anything about the rest of what you're trying to say, though. So, he uses Quick Strike, because this is a once per turn type of based ability, he can gain an advantage on his attack. Fairly sure a natural 19 would hit your AC there. Yeah, that would hit.
I mean, what's his thing? What's his mod? Well, what's his hit, I should say. He got 19. Is there anything added?
I mean, modified, it'd be a modified 43.
Yeah, so he hits by 3.
Yeah, still hit. So then I gotta do his damage, which
Just
this
not
would
by
be the
much.
Elucidator.
Just not by much. It's a hit, not by much, though.
Mm-hmm. Actually, wait, I just realized something. That right there, so... What was that again? Peerless Blow? Let me reread that. 'Cause that I just realized... Oh. Max damage with one attack. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So that'll be when he crits, he's going to want to use that. As that's kind of smart. His first attack on you does 56.
Essentially, it makes it, when he attacks you, he can do the max potential, which is pretty strong fighter skill. Not gonna lie.
Well, speaking of getting crits... yeah.
I'm gonna use Retaliation.
What does the Retaliation do exactly? I forget.
Let me
check this.
Triple check this. D&D Edition 5 Retaliation. Not D&B. D&D. Edition 5 Retaliation.
Berserker D&D 5e, because I remember it was on that one. I have to go to it. It was on either Roll20 or D&D Wiki.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was on.
Checking this right now. No, that's Reckless. That's not what we're looking for. But I know what you're talking about. Just
We
don't
found it before.
Does. Oh wait.
Retaliation.
No, what I want? I want that one.
Can Berserkers use reaction for retaliate? Alright, let me read this. See if this is it.
I suck at finding things.
This
D&D,
Berserker gets the feature retaliation. Yeah, they get it at level 14, which I'm definitely at.
Yeah, starting at 14th level when you
which
take
allows
damage from the creature that is within 5 feet of you.
which allows making a melee weapon attack as a reaction of taking damage.
Yeah.
Damage.
Obviously, that'd be a once per turn based thing, but yeah.
So, one thing, is he in 5 feet of me?
I'd say right now, currently, he'd be 4 to 5 feet, so yeah.
Attack against the creatures, so I was saying. Certain special ability spells and situations allow you to take special actions called reaction. Reaction is an instant response to a trigger of some kind, which can occur once per turn or on someone else's turn. The opportunity attack described later in the chapter. So
his reaction would be that. So whenever you do attack, whether you hit or not, we'll see by your roll.
So 4 retaliation. Oh god, I rolled a nat 20.
Well, I'm glad I rolled a 19 first reaction because I'm certain this would have been bad for him. Yeah, I know.
It's not so. He's definitely getting hit.
No, he's getting hit. It's just something that he has in his kit that's allowing him to react with something. Because of action surge and all that, yeah. I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so describe exactly how you're gonna do this because it'll be able to determine whether he does what I'm trying to do.
So he just hit me. How did he hit me first? You tell me that.
How did his original one hit you?
Yeah, because that's technically I'm retaliating too.
Just a normal sideward slash right at your midsection. Nothing fancy.
Alright. So then now I'm going to bob, so essentially I'm gonna duck and like slide down to the bottom, like down to the right, downwards, and then I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna slice and bring it back up across his chest.
Oh, thank God, that does mean he's capable of doing it. He's still taking damage from this, but he would be dead if it wasn't for this. Thanks for describing exactly how I needed this.
Do I get advantage for describing that, at least?
Yeah, you okay? You have a nat 20. It doesn't matter.
I need another nat 20. I need to do triple damage.
That's not how it works.
It is, man. So, what's your reaction? You still need to specify if you're gonna do it.
He summons a shield and he holds it downwards for said slash. It's a Spartan shield round base, and this is going to be seeing how much damage he blocks for how much you roll.
What do I roll?
Your typical
Just
damage.
a typical attack.
Yeah.
Okay. I should have said thrusters. Damn. Well, see, it was 6. We went up more. Now it would be 14 d10. This is the first time I've actually used my sword seriously. All right, so 14 d10 plus the original 10, so 28 d10. Then I'd add. Well, you know, I won't add anything so I don't have the fire.
Yeah, you never specified anything else.
It'd be 28 d10.
Okay, so roll for damage.
So 20 d10, which would also be 14 d20. And that would be, whatever I got would be times by 2, obviously.
Yeah. If you would have rolled a nat 20 for his reaction, I would have said that double damage would have been cancelled out for fairness, but eh.
Okay, 246 times 2. So 502 damage.
Okay, and he stopped 115 of that. And also
What
one
did you
of
roll
the
for his block?
he rolls 19 d10 with that shield for block based. So the max he can block is 190.
And what did you say? What were you saying before I cut you off?
This is the fun part of the fighter. I can even tell you the exacts of what it is.
Go ahead, you're gonna do it anyway.
Is it in just a normal fighter? Yeah, because I don't think it's in there specifically. Revival. It's somewhere. Why am I so blind? Oh, Second Wind is what it's called. You gain equal to 1d10 times your fighter level. So yeah. He gains the potential to gain an extra 530 health potentially. So 53 d10. Let's see how this goes. Naturally, he can only hit max, but still, it's not the point. I mean, you still have the potential to one-shot him, don't get me wrong, but... Oh, yeah, he heals almost back up to full. And that's a once per turn, and that's an action, not even a bonus action. That leaves him with 2 more? Yeah, 2 more. Because I'm not going to activate action surge here. That would be pointless for this. He goes for another downward slash to your neck. This. Okay. Time to roll this.
I have the eye. I'm rolling the block, or to react too, because the eye is a % chance to react. What was it? Like a 20? No, 40. If it was a 40, that means... I don't want to do this math. I gotta roll a 4d10. A 4 or higher on a d10.
Or...
Wait, no, I did that wrong. I have to roll a 6 or higher.
To see if you can react?
Yeah, and I rolled a 10, so I 100% react to his attack.
Cause me no
Okay. But describe your reaction before I do damage.
When he goes to do his downward slash, I might need to do a strength check here, but I'm going to essentially put my sword up above my head, kind of like if you've seen, I'm trying to think, you know where they put their sword up, like, and they like the sword slides off to the right a lot of times because the way they put it up. Pretty much, I'm down on one knee and got the other leg supporting me on my foot, so I'm like in like a proposal stance, but I have my sword hold up, covering over my head.
This is gonna be a weapon prowess based then. Whoever's better with their weapon, roll a d20.
I have a high proficiency in my weapon series.
So
my
does
weapon
he.
I've used a
Considering
lot.
it's literally his mastered weapon.
I know.
This
I'm
is
just saying
specifically.
mine. I'm just saying I've been using the same weapon for 80 levels, so I most definitely am strong in said weapon.
Mm-hmm. But like, this is just a raw roll in weapon prowess.
All right. I rolled a 20.
As did he.
Chain, nothing happens. That's what I imagine. Both, like I said, in that stance, a lot of times the blade would just slip off and no one would get hit. That's what I imagine. So if you want, you can say like he got my arm, did a little bit of damage, or we could just reroll.
It would be, I'm guessing, a reroll then, because like, since technically this is just straight up weapon prowess, not really
This
anything.
time I rolled a 19.
You know what? Stop tying me. Go away.
If I roll a 20 again, I'm just gonna cry.
Okay, time to reroll.
God, this guy chased me so far! You greedy bastard!
Okay.
Ooh, I almost want to close that.
You know, I'll stop you free, but that's not the point, I guess.
That's why I almost want to do it, but I haven't yet. Alright, that went up. So stupid. So, we were tied again, reroll again. I rolled another 20. Okay,
God,
guy.
Noah!
Stop tying me.
You stop tying me.
I feel like you're lying. Low-key feel like you're lying.
I'm actually kind of angry at this. I want this to be consistent of either you're taking the blade. You know what? No, fine. This cancels out. But I'm not dealing with this anymore.
I rolled another nat 20. I rolled another nat 20. Roll again.
This time he rolled a 19. Thank God we stopped tying. So yeah, you finally, like, it was a little bit of a struggle at first. You two just like, and then finally you were able to pull it off. After such an effort.
Essentially, knowing how that stance stood, I took my blade and my body and this blade slid off to the right.
Yeah, after such an effort of you guys, because I don't want to hear it. If I'm having to do 3 different rolls of this, I'm going to say it still took you an effort.
I would say we were about equal in our weapon proficiency. That's how I'm gonna sum it up. Our weapons, our weapon proficiency, weapon skills are very equal, except for essentially he's mastered all like weapons in general, and I've extremely mastered my weapon.
He goes for another slash at this time at your side, right directly into where your armor would be.
I'm gonna roll to see if I can react. Again, cause that's the thing I'm starting on. It's not an easy roll, like I said. I have a 40% chance. Alright, I rolled a 6. I react, but barely.
Barely. So you will get disadvantage on this, depending on, like, I mean, yeah, for however you say this. It's gonna be a disadvantage.
Alright. So, essentially now, after this, his blade slides off to the right, he goes for the rightward slash, so I quickly, like, lunge up and take my blade, and essentially, you know when someone sits with their blade kind of down, like, where they have their hands pointed towards the sky, like the back sides of their hands pointing towards the sky, and their blade sitting from the top left of their body going down past the body to the floor. I sit like that, ready for another guard. To try to make his blade slide past me and go behind me, so then I can go for a strike later.
As this is his second to final attack, Once again, roll for weapon prowess. But like I said, this would be disadvantage for you.
Man, that's stupid. I described that as well as I physically could, that attack, without being in person.
Yes, but as you only just met, like as you only...
I rolled a 20.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, I rolled a 19.
Okay. I would say, because I'm done with you matching this guy.
And I call bullshit you're rolling this many 20s. I don't care what you say.
I mean, do you want me to say
I call bullshit I'm rolling this many 20s.
You call BS on both of you. I will pull out my normal dice. I will.
He says I like how it's like, you want me to say proof, he says as he continues to roll to get a 20.
No, I've been getting 19s and 20s. And 18s and 16s. Like I've just been getting my upper quarter of dice.
Him and me are both skilled fighters. That's what I'm summing that up to.
I mean, it makes sense though. He literally is a weapon master for a reason.
And I've been using the same weapon for like 50 levels just with little bits of changes, so...
So I would expect you to be able to master said weapon over time, yeah. So it makes logical sense.
And there's a reason why I've been slightly beating him, because occasionally, or at least tying him.
Yep.
So... Now... He hits me, you said.
Yeah. And I'm not going to count his double damage as you.
Because I reacted, so yeah, I reacted and blocked it, so I blocked some of the damage there.
I would say you cancel out the double damage. So read. Unless you want to do like an individual kind of blocking base.
If I did that, it'd have to be a very high number, considering just because the fact that it was a really good guard on my part. Now, it wouldn't be super high, but it'd be a pretty decent number. Let me ask before I answer that question to yours, how much damage does he do naturally?
Naturally, with his blade, if he can land a legitimate hit?
At max potential?
At max potential, he would hit for... Trying to do it here.
Just tell me what D of what he rolls.
I believe 25 D10. So at max potential, not counting double damage, you'd do 250.
Then yeah, I'll just block his double damage. So let's see how much 250 he can actually do to me.
So time to type that
Not
in.
that 250 matters, considering I'm pretty sure I've only taken one proper hit of him.
He does another 155 damage. And I'm so tempted to activate Action Surge so he gets an extra 2 actions, but nah, it's not worth it here. So instead he disengages.
So he did 155 damage. I'm trying to remember, how much damage did he do earlier?
112.
So 125, so that's 200 and so I'm left with 37. 2, 9, and 37 minus 3,000, which would be, why is my brain not working? 70, 56, no 57. So 2,957 health left.
Okay. Wait, how much?
So they can see your HP, by the way. What was the reaction to the amount of HP we got? And his reaction to me actually guarding his hits like that, considering he's a weapon master and I just guarded his hits.
They weren't really affected as, because they could see your HP already, so they knew you were also fairly high level. Once again, though, the girl doesn't seem to have a problem with this. She seems to be almost like she's
What's the guy's reaction to me actually properly blocking off attacks? Does he go like, oh yes, it's a good fight? Or what?
He nods in acknowledgement. You have his respect. He does have a lot of the War God stuff, so he's gonna fight like the War God and give respect when it is due.
Okay. Whose turn now? Your turn, Friday? You fucking weeb.
Actually, yes, it is.
Also, I like how he just straight up ditched past you because I said I'm gonna retreat behind you. So he just, I even pat you on the back, which means he was pretty close to you that entire fight.
Hexbane's journals mention that
My character, I'm actually gonna roll to see if my character, yeah, I did say.
He wouldn't.
Was important to the plans of Craig Foultooth.
Yeah, he wasn't really. He'd still be pretty close to you.
Yeah.
I'd like you to confront Goldseeker.
I mean, he rolled a 15 for disengage, so he's able to disengage pretty well, just not perfect.
It's not perfect. So you could actually honestly roll, considering you are a monk. You could honestly roll to see if you could encounter his disengage.
Honestly, what? Since my character, once again, I'm making this to
it's
where
a speed-based character.
Yeah, I'm focusing on instead
that's why
the girl that is uninvisible right beside me.
But he's also close. They're both very close.
Once again, there is a person that directly counters me right beside me. For some reason, the ranged character thought it was a nice idea.
Mainly because I scared her to living hell to back away.
I mean, it was indeed based on the aura and all that. It was all based on what you did. So, I mean, I'm not really bothered by it. It's just kind of I find it hilarious.
So, Tylen, after that Hunter's turn, it's time for the supernovas. I'm gonna say.
Noah.
I really wish you would have gotten last turn though, because that's gonna kind of put a dent in my plan.
No, I do not consent to being overpowered mode for 5 seconds. I do not consent to this.
Tylen, I don't give a shit if you consented. You are going to be, you would essentially normally absorb, we said 80% is what we said. You did 90, but you only was able to do that once on a 20. So you did absorb up to 180 or 80%, but because that 20% item increase, now you absorb 100%. Meaning, if I do all 6 of my attacks to throw around 2,000 damage at you, which I easily could do considering I did 250,000 in 2 hours, all 6 of my attacks thrown at you would do about 10,000.
Yeah.
Or at least 5,000.
I mean, you gotta think though, technically each turn is 6 seconds.
Yep. I know. Half a minute. That's why I said it's such a major damage increase.
Not 30 seconds.
I know. Altogether. That's why I said all 6 my attacks though. And even if it's not guaranteed to be 6 seconds each turn, that all depends on reaction, homie. That depends on reaction and struggle. For example, that struggle match we had would have been
take about 10 seconds.
Or about 30. No, it would have been more than that. That was a solid amount of time. That would have been more, at least 15.
Yeah, I'd say it was 10 to 20. I would not say higher.
Like I said, that's why I said 15. It was a solid struggle. And it was a chain of struggles. It wasn't just one struggle fest. It was a chain of struggles for a decent period.
That's like 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
But he's a very reasonable person. Typical people would get angry. Noah. But that's not the point. Ben, it's not admin, actual people. It's commands. It says admin because that has the most control.
Alright, so take your turn, noob.
Okay, like I said though, I see the one that for some reason, ranged character, you scared her over to me because that silver aura was already ready to use for teleporting base.
So, considering I've seen her use that, also, one thing I should do, see if I figured out how that works yet.
That's a weapon-based ability, not an actual, like, ability.
I'm saying I still should see if I figure how it was. It'd be perception, like, oh, or inception or intelligence, like, oh, alright, so essentially where she places that she can go to. Yeah. Which I investigate a decent amount. Eventually I should get proficiency in it, eventually.
Oh.
But, not yet. Maybe, like, after a fight, depending on how much I investigate. Well, I wrote a nat 20 for my investigation, so I understand what she did perfectly.
Basically, whenever she's ready to teleport soon, the aura starts to faintly glow somewhere. But, I mean, and it glows brighter and brighter the sooner she's about to teleport. Whether it be her readying or it be immediately. It varies between times. It's even a random chance for her. So basically it's luck for how quickly she can get to a certain place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as I was saying though, he goes for a straight up fury of blows right on her with his swords. With an upward slash, downward slash, and 2 cross slashes down the midsection. I don't know how to say what I'd get for that description, so I'm gonna ask you about this.
I'd say advantage, because you described, nah. Actually, because you didn't describe, like, you said the direction, that's all, so I don't know if I'd give advantage to that. But at the same time, you do whatever the damage your blade was. Now it would be 14. So yours was D10, right?
Sure. Well, it started off as being a load 14 D10 plus the actual.
All right, 14 D10. With the ability, it would be 28 D10.
I'm trying to do the math here because we said it's.
It was 14. It was 2 per level. It was 2 per 10 level. Yeah, 2 per 10 levels. Actually, even more. Grade. Except plus one. I got one naturally for him. No, not just that. Plus 1 for each thing because he was a higher tier guy. We said we get an extra plus 1 on it. So it would be 8. So it'd be, let's see, 28. So it'd be 29 D10.
And plus Fury of Blows adds an extra plus 6 to whatever you're doing. So I'll take it. So 35 D10.
But yeah, then hold up. It'd be 29 D10 for each time you strike with a blade. So 60 plus 9, which would be 27. So 87, and then the flurry bonus.
Yeah. So to reach a total of 93?
Yeah, 93 D10.
God, I could actually potentially one-shot her. Oh no.
Very well, considering I already damaged her a lot. You very well, have a very high chance of one-shotting her here. Especially considering I already damaged her.
Let me look at her health. That would be Mira now. Okay. She's not the one with temp HP either, so... Oh yeah. I rolled a 564, and she had 532 health left. Thanks for ruining my fight by scaring someone into me, Noah.
I just look at you. I look at your character, I should say. My character looks at your character and smiles. You're welcome. Winks. You're welcome.
I look up at you, sigh, and then go, because I wasn't using my movement action for that. That was straight up just that, because once again, they were right next to me. I used my movement action, which would be now that would put me down to me having 4 actions left. How many key points would I actually have right now? I'm trying to do the math. Oh, yes! Go for a step of the wind, making this look cool while I'm doing this. Pulling out my second blade as my flurry of blows was once again with 1 blade. And go for a cross slash right down the midsection. First off, I'm gonna roll for awesomeness, because step of the wind makes everything look beastly. And I think a nat 20 would agree with that. Too bad that I wasn't saying that was a roll to hit. Anyways, roll. And... Yep, an 18 does hit him. So okay, so 18, so blah, blah. Okay, so as this one get the flurry of blows, the bonus. So do. I do 360 damage. Then I go for another. This time only using one blade though, so not doing double amount I typically do, meaning I would instead do that much. Okay. And go for a jab straight through his stomach, seeing if I can pierce the Spartan armor fully.
Yeah, you
this
do
I'm going to say a disadvantage.
10.
Yeah, I'm going to say disadvantage for this one since I'm trying to... Okay, a 17 for my first roll and a... Oh, come on, man. The one time I could have gotten a nat 20, that would actually have been cool. So I do a 17. Yeah, I pierce it, but... It's going to do resisted damage because of it. So that would be... Yeah. 20, 40 times then. And I do 131 damage. Who's this Daria Dust guy? And why is he in my group again? Okay, there we go. I didn't even notice there was someone in my group. Anyways, so yeah. And that's the end of my turn. Making go back to you. I was gonna say the hunter, and I'm like, oh wait, the hunter's dead.
What about the warrior? The warrior went before me, I thought. Oh wait, no, the hunter went before me.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as I'm dead here anyway. So I was bad. Alright. Well, I'm going to activate. This is how you know I'm about to get serious on this warrior. How far away is he from me again? First of all?
I'd say at this point he's about 20 feet away.
A dash would get me there, easily. Alright. So. Before I even engage, let me check how much health does he have left, since we can see his health.
527. Actually, I had to do the math and check that.
I'm a little bit pissed off. I really am. My character really is. Because this is the first time in the tournament where he's actually been to the point where he's had to struggle to fight someone. And that, my character's not a character of pride. My character doesn't like when other people actually try to. Yes, he is the sin of greed. He is the sin of pride. He is whatever the fuck his name is, Leonos, I believe, from Seven Deadly Sins. So when someone threatens his pride, he gets very angry. When he gets very angry, he gets very strong. So I might actually make that a power later because it fit my character's description how I played them so far. But it wouldn't be late if I did it later on. It wouldn't be that OP. But at least depending on how you said it, it wouldn't obviously start at max power.
Yeah.
So I'm a little pissed. I'm pretty pissed off. I'm an extremely prideful guy. I mean, he just, you know, he did that. So how much are we gonna? I'm gonna activate the flames on my sword as my max thing I can now, which with my like demons flames and all that, which we said did like. Whereas the D8, that one does a D10, and we said like D10, and you had the other thing, so I believe we said like 18 D10, 20 D10 now on those.
Yeah.
I'm say just easily 20 D10, because he's pretty much dead here no matter what I do with his health, as long as I hit, because I get 4 packs.
Yeah.
So 20 D10 on those, and then
you still have to roll the D20s to hit.
Yeah, I should start working on my dual and still. Seeing as, you know, I got this weapon, and I'm strong enough now where I can hold this really heavy weapon in one hand, I should see if I could do
Even though it is technically a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, but that being said, if you really want to go with that, considering what we already have said before in previous descriptions that my character holds it with one hand because he's a Kirito thing, like both Kirito swords were two-handed. He holds with one hand. It's part of the character. That's why his dual wielding was so OP. He uses two-handed swords.
That's why I'm not saying you're incorrect about what you're saying.
Yeah. Kind of like the Lucidator. That is a two-handed sword.
Yep.
And that guy's
yeah. Let's say this guy's using it as a dual wield.
Strength is much less.
It's still much higher than Kirito's was.
He is a weapon master. He is, and I will have deficiency the first time, a couple times I try to dual wield. It makes sense, but I should start being able to do it. Especially when I take the weapon I have now and spin it along my fingers, which I've so far in terms of awesomeness rolls done almost perfectly every single time.
Yeah.
So I have the flames activated. I cracked my neck into black pasta form. It goes shoots through my eyeballs like it does, and climbs up my entire arm, and I got the wings and all that. I'm going to activate one for all as much as I can now, and just to add to it, of all the other things I have, since I'm not using fire, well, I'm using fire, but I'm using just my natural demon fire. I'm not using quark fire. Since we said I could use two now, I'm gonna activate Muscular's ability too.
Okay.
So now I got Muscular's, fire, and my sword. That is 28. Yeah, mine would
I'd say
be
about
my
33 D10 there. After you roll D20 there.
Well, no, because I'm trying to remember. The fire was 20 D10.
No, I'm talking about
and
like, the things themselves, like the sword itself.
Yeah, the fire was 20 D10. The sword was 10 D10 plus, then it would be 8, so it would be 15 to the 10 D10. No, the sword was 10 D10. And no, it was we said because the demon flames were stronger.
That's right. We said they had grown stronger. You're right. Yeah.
So we said the flames and gloves are growing stronger. We also said I have demon flames now and dragon flames mixed together. It gives me that extra 2 on each. So 20. That's where my character does do more damage than yours. There. That's the only part. That's where I have the fire and the one for all and all my abilities. I'm a battle mage. You're a straight raw fighter.
I mean, that's what a monk's meant to be.
And I'm a battle mage, which isn't what a berserk's supposed to. If anything, our roles should kind of be switched amongst more. I'm gonna use a lot of durability things, spells and stuff myself, fortify myself in each of you. And the berserker's supposed to be, I don't need no skills. I have you big blades. But like, I got big blades. I just also have a lot of abilities, and you got small blades.
Your abilities
like
are
your
all
character,
offense-based, though.
Yeah, fair. They're all damaged. They're all, I'm gonna fight you. I have, the most defensive ability I have is Muscular's thing.
Yeah, and that's still technically not defensive for you.
Yeah, considering I had 2 paths that could go down until I get it completely maxed, which would take another 30 levels, and then I have both paths unlocked completely, but because that's what we had said. We said Constitution. For now, I mastered the strength part of it from training with it every single day for 30 or 40 levels. But I'm just starting to get the cons. The cons I'm not exactly learned yet. The Constitution side of it, because I'm not. It takes me a lot to learn. It makes sense. It takes me a lot to learn it because I'm not used to being cons like tanky and defensive. So I'm gonna dim my light here because I gotta turn it off and stuff. But so I have the 20 D10 for fire, and then 25 D10 for my blade, plus my muscular form and my all for one. So we probably say like 35.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm not doing the exact math on that, and believe me, if I did stream, it'd actually be more. By quite some, but
we're just lazy.
It's 6 o'clock. Kaylee's off. We had a long day of school. 3200. I'm also going to activate something I haven't used very much, but one rush.
Okay.
I mean, if I roll a 19, I
do?
crit. I'm really hoping I'm rolling a 19 here. So, the way I'm looking at it right now, I'm guaranteed to do 55 damage.
Yeah.
And I gotta, as long as I hit at least. And, let's see what I roll. It's over.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 20.
It's not necessarily over still, but yeah.
Let's see what I roll on here. As I'm gonna, so yeah, the 55 D10, hopefully.
Because you'll double this.
Click, 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 click. The way I'm doing this is to be clear, so it doesn't take as long as 22 D20s and then D10. And the total of that was 408. Doubled.
It's already doubled when you said 480?
No, not yet. 480 undoubled.
Yeah, he dies.
No, well, how much would his shield even be able to block of that?
Actually, yeah, let me roll for reaction here.
Yeah, reaction. If he rolls an at 20, then he's gonna stop the double damage.
he did indeed. Oh my, this guy.
So he stopped the double. But I still got 480 damage coming at him.
He takes a meaty slash from where you and
Now my character is alright. I get it. He takes a knee slash from
Can I say where exactly he was hit though? Because you never described how you were doing the slash. You know where I managed to pierce his armor. You continue that slash, making it go even further in.
So he has bleed damage, doesn't he?
Yep. Let me roll for that. That'd be 3d8 currently. Let's see if that's what kills him. Even though that couldn't kill him at this point, if you did a slight bit more damage, he would. 19. So yeah, he is bleeding quite profusely here.
So I'm really excited. My character is extremely mad now, like beyond enraged that he didn't just die from that hit. Like I'm furious. My character is. So.
I'm so glad I gave this guy social ability.
Are we gonna say my damage raises slightly?
Sure.
Alright, so now we'll say 60, which for me is slightly. So, but screw that. Essentially, what I'm gonna do now is he's got me really angry. So I'm going to attempt to grab, which I have a efficiency and grapple. I'm gonna attempt to use both my hands to grab his head and lift him in the air.
So that would be a grapple check. So it's a roll versus a roll.
I have a proficiency.
Yeah, you have a proficiency in this. He
does not have a weapon, so he doesn't know how to counter it.
He doesn't have a master in
There's
martial arts.
And he can't really shield a grab. I mean, he can try, but...
Let's see what
I rolled a 20. I grabbed him perfectly.
Yeah, because plus your modifier and everything. You grab him perfectly.
Yeah.
He also got a 20, but you're proficient and brings it out.
I'm very proficient in it, and if anything, he's very unused to grabs. Who is this? 5.
Oh.
I know how to grab. I've done it a lot. I'm going to Can I describe this, even though it does go into his thing slightly, please, for plot's sake here?
Describe, and it'll depend on how you describe it, so that I'll allow it.
He suddenly starts noticing my hands start he can feel like the clamminess of my hands from me cast fire, I sweat, all that. So he can feel the clamminess of my hand, he slowly starts feeling my hands warm up slightly more and more.
I mean, all of this, wouldn't really change either way, so I'm allowing
I know, I'm just saying, he feels that. but this for description. He feels my hands suddenly start warming up more and more, and then all of a sudden I do a explosion, a Bakugo explosion, with full power and using one for all to increase it, which we said I was getting a pretty much a *2 damage buff for my other things.
God, I'm so glad his race has this natural ability, because the entire point of this fight, even though...
Let me just see how much I do, though, at least.
Yeah, you'll kill him here, pretty much no matter what.
The fire... Let's see, because I got the, what was it? Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I have, essentially, just now, I have... Oh, yeah, isn't this guy you said if I beat, you'll stop? Just like, nope, I'm done.
I never said he's beaten yet, even if you do kill him. He's not beaten yet. Once again,
no, don't
racial
worry.
ability.
I know, reborn.
Revival. Because he's an angelic race.
But, this is not only a one-time in combat.
That's one time, yes. But that's all he needs.
Trust me, it doesn't matter, but it's about to come up.
I never said it won't matter, but I'm just saying that's all he needs.
Cause you gotta figure when my character sees him get back up after that,
he's gonna be even angrier.
My character's not expecting. My character is gonna be angrier. They're gonna be pacifists. No, they're gonna be like potentially. You remember when Natsu got mad? You remember when like we said I already have the ability to melt a stadium because of how hot my flames are. My flames are like 2 times how hot Natsu's was when he came back.
You have the potential of melting a training arena. At this current point.
Yeah, like an entire training arena, like it's pretty much nothing, which is horrifying, by the way, because these training arenas that we went to were high level, made of like titanium, high tier metals, and I can melt that. So.
Yes, but this arena cannot be broken. Like it cannot be destroyed.
I know. I don't actually care about breaking. I'm saying my flames are very hot. Yes, so you can imagine my character. At this point, the whole reference I was making is, you know, when he came back in his fist like that. Well, yeah. Now, you know when you get really angry, as he got Lucy died. Apply that damage bonus he got there to his flames when he came back ×2.
Sounds accurate, yeah. Actually sounds accurate for how your character is. You know?
Like, I would essentially. There's a not gonna lie. He'll probably take burning damage because, like I said, we already said if you've seen the anime Fairy Tail, which if you haven't, you should watch, especially the newer ones when it comes out. And it not to unleash Igno's flame, which he said my flame is actually hotter than Igno's at that point, especially when I'm angry. It legitimately started burning the earth itself. So there's a good chance he'll take fire damage here from being around me. And Thailand, your character might want to watch out because I know they can take a lot.
Summon the Om-Nom.
Just for me being angry within your radius, you're going to get stronger. But anyway, I do the explosion. Let me see how much I do. I had a plus 20. I was doing that entire time. So the way I did it was, you gotta figure I get 65 in my weapon. If we take off the bonus, I still figure I'd do around 40. But then I was like, alright, I'm angry, so 50 on minus 15. Makes sense because I got angrier.
Yep.
So, and with that 15, or with that 15 added, doing the 40, or 15 minus doing only the 40, or whatever it was, or 50, I think I said. Yeah, 50 is that's what it was. I'm trying to remember the exacts. 50 damage then, and with that, when I rolled it, I'm actually 2 off. Hold up. Upper thing, 2 10s. So yeah, I rolled on that 500. This was a ridiculous roll, but I rolled 483.
Oh yeah, you for sure kill him. You quote unquote burn him alive.
Well, I'm using explosion, so I quote unquote explode his head off.
Yeah. Do you want to say that your turn's over? Yeah, because he's gonna come back once his turn. So do you want to say that your turn's over?
Since I could easily tell that he is of a higher tier race, considering he has Armor of the Gods. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna roll for intelligence to see if I can put 1 and 2 together with his armor and what race he is. I'm gonna need a very high here. I rolled a 20.
You know he's an angelic, but do we want to say you know what their ability is? Because you have not faced an angelic race yet.
So far, yeah, but I've also, you gotta figure, clearly my character does his research, considering anything involving, like, wisdom, like, in terms of gods and wisdom, my character's been able to pick up on.
Yep. But, like, okay. So, like, do we want to say, though, that you know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine I have proficiency in it, which means with the 20, I definitely would be able to see what his abilities were. Understand.
Well, you'd be able to see it. You'd know his racial ability.
Yeah, I know his, like, racial abilities. I don't know all of the abilities he got separately, but I know all his racial abilities and involving his gear. I know his gear, essentially with the way we're at with how my character has been working, I know his abilities of his gear and his race.
Yep.
See, it also makes sense since I'm a demon, I know about a lot of the gods here, and, you know, the racials of higher.
Black longsword.
So, you know what I'm gonna do? I rolled for wisdom to see if I know his ability. I know he's gonna come back at this point.
Yeah.
I'm going to now try to... Alright, hear me out. I'm going to now try to, because, hold up, when he dies, how long does his body sit idle before he comes right back? Or how long does his body sit there? Does his clothes just sit there? I need to know that.
It'll depend on what you plan on doing.
No, that makes any sense.
Because if you don't do anything, the 6 seconds.
If it was a skill, it would come back. No, because that would make sense. Because it's a skill, it would come back in a certain time. Yeah. All right. Does his body sit there still afterwards? Until he comes back?
His body dissipates, and it's a holy light that creates it.
All right. He's had to have had clothes on. Does his clothes sit there?
No.
For a second?
Everything dissipates in holy light.
We'll be fine. I nearly forgot. A woman named Zaliana.
I want to roll for reaction time because I know it does it quickly, but I want to see how fast I can. See if I can go fast enough to grab something.
It'll be depending on what you try and grab, and I'll be able to tell you based on what you try and grab and what you roll for it.
I'm going now. I already know, planning on how you've been saying this, that I'm gonna need a ridiculously high roll for this, and I'm up for the challenge considering how many 20s I've been rolling.
Well met.
But I want to try to grab his. I'm pretty much gonna lunge out towards it. The minute I explode his head and drop him, I want to lunge out with both my arms, trying to grab his weapons. Just trying to grab, mainly keyword there, focusing on the one I don't know, but side and I'm going for the Elucidator. So if I get one, it would hopefully be that one.
So you're going for the Elucidator, which would be in his hand.
No, side hand would be focus. I'm going for the black one we don't know mainly. The Elucidator is just like why I'm doing that. Essentially, picture this. Guy booms head off. The minute body starts dropping, guy lunges forward, sticks left hand out slightly further, and essentially reaches forward with left hand, going to the left side for sword, or whatever side is, because you never said what side his weapon was on, but my character will be able to see it. So lunging for whatever weapon he is, or whatever the black weapon is first, and whichever side he lunges to the right, he'd wrap his other arm around trying to grab that weapon, but mainly not paying attention to that one, just focusing on the black mystery weapon.
Okay.
And I'm going. What do I need here? Because I've made a very distinct description. It is a thing I know you're trying to keep me from getting for plot.
Roll a dexterity.
A dex? Okay, I got some decent. We're gonna, I imagine, take out dex. It's gonna be a raw dex, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And what do I gotta roll?
I will tell you whether you make it or not, depending on what you roll here.
I rolled a 20. I will send proof.
You grabbed the black one perfectly.
The black mysterious one. Okay.
What?
Alright. So I said I grabbed the black mysterious one perfectly good.
Yeah.
What about the other one? I imagine I failed to grasp it.
You failed to grab the elucidator.
Alright. Wouldn't make sense. My character's not exactly great with quick reactions. He just did really good there.
Yeah.
Alright, the minute I get it, I go to essentially just take a step back and then inspect the weapon real quick before he comes back.
No, you do not leave the house when I'm not here.
It shows question mark, question mark, question mark.
Let me...
It's once again, I even have it on the sheet. A mysterious black sword. He doesn't even know what it is personally. He just has it.
If I keep this on me to the end of the fight, do I get it?
You will see a part of... I mean, you'll see a part of its ability once...
Here's what I want to do. I can't tell what the sword is.
I didn't know you
want to
roll. Say again. No.
Anyway, I can tell. I can't tell what the sword is. It's a question mark. I can't see what it is. I can't tell what it is.
Going with Libby. Wow. Alright.
Anyway, Ty. So I go to. Clearly my character tells they can't tell what the blade is. So, however, my character is very skilled and knowledge. So I wanted to try to not see what the sword is and its abilities and its stats. I wanted to roll wisdom to see if I can tell what it is made out of and how it's made.
It seems to be a blade that is forged from the soul.
I rolled a 19, and I have my proficiency, so yeah, I definitely will tell. All right, it's something made this way. Can I tell how? All right, it's made from a soul. More distinctive, please.
That's all that it can be described as.
All right, but like, what's that? It's made from the soul. It's forged from soul. What's the handle like?
I
get blade in it. What's the handle like?
The handle is a dark steel with rubber grip. And where's that, Mom? No, my stream and Noah talking to me is in my ear. So I'm sorry, it's a bit difficult. But believe it or not, having someone in your ear is a bit difficult to hear other people. So what were you saying? I was never told of this. Because I don't pay attention to stuff like that, because I'm used to YouTube. It takes 5 minutes to write a note. Or less. More than 5 minutes, considering I see you go back into your bed. Okay.
So, I can't see what it is. So for now,
I never said you weren't allowed to. I'm just saying that that means you had time.
I don't have time. My body is tired. You guys hold me down completely where I'm puking my guts out and being sick. Then yes, I'll have time, Tyler.
You shouldn't be puking your guts out over 5 minutes. Considering 5 minutes is minute time. Very minimum.
So, I've now just essentially I finally try to do a thing like I was talking about. I have my thing in my satchel, my sword on my back. I go, I put the other sword in my left hand because that's my non-dominant hand. I real quickly just kind of fleeing around, gonna roll for awesomeness here. I love awesomeness. I rolled a 20, so I'm already pretty used to, you know.
It looks super awesome, but when you're using it, it feels uncomfortable in your hands. Almost like it feels like it doesn't belong to you in any sort of way.
Essentially, I fling at my hands. I felt that. I'm going to just quickly... Because you said I can't keep it afterwards, right?
Only if you're able to keep it throughout the entire thing.
Okay. So I look at the sword. I go, I don't know if you can hear me, but I understand your feeling. For now. I understand your feelings. So I put it
just letting you know 10 seconds have definitely passed now.
I know. At this point, he's coming back up. He's definitely coming back up and like probably get ready and for the turn to attack. I imagine for a couple of seconds was him in shock and all like, wait, what? Where's my other blade?
He is up, and you feel lighter on your back, almost as if that sword that you just put in your hands, on your sheath, on your back, disappeared. You see him twirling it around now, and he's just like, I finally understand this blade.
Kylan,
I specified this blade. This blade I specified was made out of soul, and I specified whose soul for a reason.
You didn't actually specify whose soul. That's not something you did.
I said I didn't specify for a reason. Not specifying is what made this possible. Otherwise, you wouldn't have even tried to keep it.
I would have, actually. If you said it was part of his soul, I would have. Most likely what I would have done, being completely honest with you, if I would have tried to break the tip off. I already thought about trying to break the sword in half. I said, well, if it's made out of soul, most likely it's not going to be broken very easily, especially if it's of a strong souled warrior with a sword with this much force to almost to repel me, someone who's this dominantly strong, clearly isn't going to be broken very easily. He's got a very strong will.
Which also goes with his character. You cannot lie about that for a little bit.
I just look, I see him up, so at this point I've seen him come back after that. I've seen the sword disappear from my back. I'm pretty angry, so I just, I know I can't do anything more. He's gonna attack, so I bolster my defenses. I pretty much prepare for an attack and bolster my defenses.
Okay. Also, the sword looks different. It's now, the handle's white instead of that black rubber grip. It seems as if it's going with his hand and turning to the same color as what people typically think your soul is, white. Especially if you're a divine being, which angelic race is indeed.
I have an idea. But alright, go ahead. I bust my defenses. What does he do?
He swings his sword with perfect grace and perfection.
I go to react. I got a disadvantage here then. But no, not at me. Just swings around. Okay, cool.
Trying to adjust to it.
Cool. One action on.
As it may be a part of his soul, it's still different than what he used before. And
also, for my chance to react, just to be clear, I did roll a 10, so when he attacks, I have that.
You do have a perfect reaction? Okay.
Yeah, I have a perfect reaction, plus I've already bolstered my defenses expecting an attack. So, I would essentially most likely take no damage unless you're rolling at 20, and I'd probably take about half. I bolstered my defenses, and I rolled a perfect reaction.
Oh no, I'm not even gonna joke about what the sword does plus that nat 20 that I rolled. So you know how you said you're guarding from this, right?
Don't give it the same old effect your other sword had. That's boring.
It's not.
You already had a sword that has it.
It goes straight through you and your blade. It doesn't actually cause a cut though. But you feel the pain mentally, and he shakes his head, surprised that the cut itself was not there.
Alright, but here's what I'm now going to do. I'm going to make this for clear. I'm going to roll to see how strong, because I'm a pretty prideful, strong-willed person. I'm gonna roll to see how much I like resist that mental damage. Like, if it's that mental, like, oh my shit, what the hell just happened damage. And I rolled a 19. So.
Hey Noah. How good is your resistance to mental damage? Because there's a difference between strength of will and getting hit mentally with all the pain and actual, as if you would have actually sliced.
Considering the fact that barbarians are known for their fighting and are also, number one, I am a very strong-willed person, like you said, it doesn't matter, but barbarians are known for their fighting and feeling damage non-stop. Why it's been actually said in certain, like in lores, that some barbarians even legitimately beat themselves, like smack themselves, causing a ton of pain to themselves, occasionally even in the head and causing comas. So I have a pretty high resistance, and I rolled a 19. So I would still definitely take damage because it's a mental damage, and like I'm not super attuned to mental damage, but I'm pretty attuned to it.
Okay. So instead of him doing 100 D10, he does 70 D10. Got it.
I might say 60, but that's just me. Mainly because I rolled a 19.
That's still 30% of his damage potential being gone there.
Again, I still would roll a 60, but that's just me. Not only just that, but even if I wasn't ready for it to go through my blade, I was ready for some sort of an attack. And I was ready for something unexpected. Considering
I'll agree with 65.
I watched him wheel it around. I'd say I was definitely ready for some type of attack and for it to be an unexpected attack, considering I was watching him wield a blade around and watching magic happen with said blade.
He hits you for 350 psychic damage.
Especially considering you described that I was watching him and watching as the blade curved around his hand.
Like I said,
so I clearly could tell it was magical.
Because I had to grab stuff out of it. I didn't immediately put it away. I'll put it away when I'm done and I have everything in it again.
Alright, so it does how much damage?
350 on the dot. And that's his second attack. And he finally realizes what's your reaction to this?
That'd be his third thing because he had a reaction of teleporting the blade to his thing.
Oh yeah, fair.
Just kept grabbing the blade back, and then he had the wielding it, waxing it. So now, what did you say?
So what is your reaction to all of this?
Man, I think all this is I'm just like, oh fuck, what the hell? That's gonna be an annoying blade to fight against. He might actually catch me off guard. But now that I've seen that trick, that's one less thing to worry about. Maybe I should see what that blade can do. And that's it.
He closes his eyes and he wonders about something because for some reason he feels like the blade's still not at its true form. Almost like it's meant for something better. And by the way, since this is going to be his final action, I'm just going to ready an action and let you duke it out with him. Once this is done, but it shape shifts into a not parasite. It
no, hold up. Alright, go ahead. But if you do that, I'm legitimately going to look at you. This is not a joke. I'm going to look at you angry as fuck. So my character's already angry. I'm going to go, hey asshole, get the fuck over here. And if you don't, my next move, you're going to be over there. No matter how we look at it. I promise.
The question is, will I do anything?
I will legitimately throw you into his blade. Don't make me. I will make you lose this dragon.
I will win this dragon.
Then you better fight, pussy.
You're fighting Assassins. This is not my job.
I will, but you're going to fight too, pussy.
I should not have to fight your job.
Then, if you do not fight him at all, cause you will at least do some damage to him this time, considering I did half of your character's health, or half of the other character's health.
No.
Yeah, I did with my first attack. I did my flames.
First attack missed.
No, my flames. My flames half
That wasn't
turn.
your first attack, that was your second attack.
Even if, no, that's my last attack actually.
Oh,
that's
whatever.
my last attack actually. But
That's why you charged them
anyway,
all.
yes, that's why I have to when I didn't.
Yeah.
From such a distance. So you will help me at least land some blows on him, especially since you're well attuned to blades. You would be better suited. You're well attuned to swordsmanship. Also, I may or may not be like, if we get this blade off of him by some miracle, there's a chance it could become yours, right?
It seems to be attuned to the soul of people.
That doesn't mean we can't get a soul replacement in the store. A soul reattunement.
That sounds like that's not how it works, but it's possible. But like I said, if this part is all you, I'll give you another chance to attack. If you don't get him, I'll start.
I'm still going to do something with that reaction, but so does he attack me again now?
No, it'll be your turn right now.
All right. I dash over to your character, or no, not dash. So I run over to your character really quickly, and I'm not kidding when I say this, and I'm gonna roll for this grapple, and you gotta roll the count of this. I legitimately take you and grab, like, pretty much in one swift motion, hustle my shoulder into like your hips, and grab you, pretty much push you up over my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll for this. I rolled a 19.
Time for me to roll
grapple
for this.
efficiency. I rolled 19 plus grapple efficiency.
Would we say I get disadvantage since I'm not expecting
Yes,
this?
you're not expecting it, and you're not used to being grappled.
Yeah, I roll a 19, meaning you beat me on that because I don't have proficiency in it.
Mm-hmm. So I grab your shoulder. Now essentially, that you're on my shoulder, I go glut, and I throw you. I pretty much grab you by legs, take you, swing off my shoulder, and throw you like a giant ninja star at him.
He does get an attack of opportunity here. So that's nice.
I'm going to roll for how hard I threw you, and I rolled a 20. You're flying really quickly.
And he's technically in perfect condition right now, so I don't think it's going to be a problem for him. Yeah, considering he rolled an 18 to hit me. He's not having a problem with hitting.
Imagine just decapitates you. Rolls nat 20, you've been decapitated.
So 10d 100, also known as I took a meaty chunk of damage, but nothing compared to how much that would do to you, considering I have 22,000 health. But that's beside the point. I will, yes. After this is done.
So you take a meaty chunk of damage.
Quote unquote, considering it's 700 damage. For you, that would be terrible. For me, 22,000 health, losing 700.
Losing 1,200 for me right now would be terrible.
I mean...
Terrible and good. I'm still at 2,900 health.
Yeah. I mean, 700 though, that's still a meaty chunk, man.
It's a mini chunk, but it wouldn't be terrible. Just make my damage slightly higher. I still wouldn't be in death's door yet. Considering he wouldn't even activated into my blood pool yet, because I have activated that earlier in this fight.
Yep.
It stays until this fight. And that And that might kill me at the end, which would be perfectly
already
okay,
happened.
because as long as you're alive at the end.
What are you saying now?
Because that very well could still kill me once the battle was over, but it wouldn't matter, it's eternal. And once you win, it would probably full heal us, and any healing first goes to my blood pool. That's why when I read that ability, I was like, wait a second, so you're telling me is he physically cannot get me below half health with this? That's amazing! That's why when you said, oh yeah, you do have that skill if you go down a path, I'm like, wait a second, this may not be the best thing later on, but for now, he physically can't kill me.
What's the exact thing again? I forget.
The exact thing is essentially, so I guess not exact, but essentially what it says is, once you're below half HP, the damage you take starts going into a blood pool. When said fight is over, you will take the damage in that blood pool. It cannot take you below 1 HP that round, and I believe this is where I might be wrong. I believe if you don't kill it that round, then it kills you.
Okay.
Which is where I said, all right, cool. He can't kill me here unless he disables my blood thing, which it's gonna be very hard for him to do.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy at all.
The only way he'd be able to do it is to somehow knock me unconscious.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if he's smart enough to understand the ins and outs of that ability, if we're being completely honest. Or if he understands I activated it, because I wasn't really fighting him when I activated it, I was fighting the ranger.
Yeah.
Actually, I wasn't even fighting yet. I was out of battle, because that's right, you just attacked him, so he's probably still paying attention to you.
No. I haven't.
He'll notice when he gets me below half.
Yeah.
So you just nom his attack.
No, I don't nom it. That hurts me, considering it's psychic damage.
You non-psychic, because it's a psychic ability damage.
It's the weapon
only
itself.
Physical damage would hurt you. But no, only physical damage, like physical damage would hurt your character. You wouldn't nom all of it, but you would nom at least 50% of it. Or 40%, I mean.
I would say, since I honestly don't know what this attack is, and I'm not expecting at all, since I'm not expecting you to throw me, I'm gonna roll disadvantage against this. Yeah, 4 it is. I am taking a lot of the damage.
Most of the damage.
Yeah.
10% that's stacked off, so...
So yeah, instead of me taking 717, I'm taking...
730, or no, 630, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty much. Right. It'd actually be 647, but aside the point.
We'll say 630.
Yep.
So, you're fine. I just look at you like, fucking annoying.
I just grin. I'm just like, hi.
So, essentially, at this point, how big is this stadium?
It's about 100 meters of a radius.
Seeing as I already got my flight and my shoes and all that, I blitz.
Part of the rules since I started working back to work.
I blitz flow away from him across the entire stadium. I blitzed it across the entire stadium because I have very, very high movement.
Plus your room's not been done.
And since we were all in the middle of the stadium, that means you would have to go 50 meters to go to you.
Zaliana discovered.
I blitz away, and seeing as that's in a movement action, then I prepare for his next attack mentally. I don't even bother, at this point, I don't even bother dodging. I just hold the blade out in front of me, like sideways across my body, from blade pointing past my top left shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much ready for, aka pretty much ready for retaliation.
Wait, say that again? I wasn't paying attention.
AKA, I pretty much am ready. I'm ready for him to attack mentally, and I'm ready to retaliate when he does.
Okay. Like I said, that this changes into a scythe, something that is his natural best weapon, apparently, based on its soul.
Like I said, I expect it to go through me, so I'm just like, alright, I'm prepared. I pretty much have mentally prepared myself for the damage, aka advantage on the mental damage restriction.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And to top that off, I'm ready to retaliate, so that way if said character gets close enough, I can slice back. But he obviously doesn't react. He just is probably thinking he's ready for me to attack. Little does he know I'm gonna blitz him again.
I just took a minor leg injury because I'm blind. That's nice. But you said that your turn's done?
Yep, I'm just prepared for his attack across the arena.
His angelic wings appear as he comes flying at you.
Obviously not quite as fast as I did, but
not as quite as fast, since he clearly hasn't mastered his flying, but he's still pretty good at it.
Seeing as he clearly hasn't mastered his flying, I have mastered my Black Asta flying for how many times I've done it, and I've done it in combat. And on top of that, I have my boots, which while I haven't mastered, it's still a speed boost. And on top of that, I have a speedster enchantment. So plus I'm very strong, which is I get a nice little dash to start off that fly. So I did it in like probably the distance I went, and like would be, let's say I went 100 meters, because my speed's 130, so let's have 100 meters in like 3/4 of a second.
Technically, you'd be going 50 meters since it's 50-meter radius and we were in the middle.
Alright, so my bad. It'd be 50 meters with this speed and a little bit faster than half a second. So it'd round up to being about let me see here. Round up to being about 1/5 or 1/6 a second. So that's how far I went.
Got it.
So I imagine he did it in probably about a full second, 2 seconds.
Yeah, it took him about a second. Still fairly quick, but yeah, it gives you time to potentially react.
Alright, so how close does he come to his fly when he goes to attack?
He stays at 7 meters because his scythe itself can reach at that distance.
Since I'm very fast, right, my reaction time is very fast right now, I'm gonna roll to react to take a step forward as he's flying towards me and go for a retaliation jab.
You'd still be about 6 meters away when you did that, though.
No, not
if you're taking a step forward.
My bad, I said step. I meant a lunge. Essentially, I lunge forward using my wings to carry a little bit more. So I pretty much.
You did say you're ready in action, so I'd be fine with that.
Imagine me dashing 3 feet forward real quick and then going for a jab directly in his chest. Around. Well, did his armor heal up with them?
His armor reformed, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I go for a jab through his chest. Using, just to be clear, I go through a jab through his chest, taking that lunge forward using thrusters. Okay. And wings on it. The thrusters and wings. Alright, so, let me see if I hit.
I mean, I have to see if he hits as well.
Boy.
Oh, he hits. He indeed hits it.
I rolled a 20, so I indeed do hit.
So did he. So you both hit each other with perfection.
Seeing as mine was retaliation, mine technically off a half a second before his.
After his, you mean, since it's a retaliation?
No, because retaliation, I retaliated him moving. Retaliation doesn't. Actually, never mind. I forgot. In D&D standards, it specifies damage. So yeah, I forgot in D&D standards. Well, I did dash forward, so his attack hits me. Probably give him a disadvantage because like I dashed forward so suddenly, so he wouldn't have expected my movement there.
But he's also a weapons master, which is why he gets advantage on all of his weapon rolls.
So it'd just be a single roll then, I guess.
Yeah, I know, and I did the single roll. I know what I'm doing.
I was saying, she didn't expect him to move. I know he didn't. He's like, alright, cool. He's preparing for my attack. He's not gonna move. Let me see how much damage I rolled to block here. I rolled a 20 hit, so we both definitely hit. If it's a battle of Goliath here where we're both doing a lot of damage, I could very well win with my damage buffs right now. Seeing as I use my thrusters...
I can't control this, mother.
Seeing as I use my thrusters, it'd be, was 25, and then... I never did deactivate the fire.
Yeah.
So... Before it was 65, now I have thrusters and all that, so I had that double. So essentially now I'd be doing about 75 D10.
Yep. And considering he does 100 D10 on his base.
Alright.
This sword was meant to be extremely powerful, as you can tell, but I was only gonna have it if he died, he was able to use it in the first place.
Of course he had to die, it's not gonna lose.
Yeah.
Alright, I rolled, since the C20 is crit.
Yeah, that's a crit. Let me roll the 100.
I already did for mine, and I rolled almost perfect. That's not an understatement.
Right. Okay, great. Thanks. Have a good night.
He rolled the direct 1,000.
I had the potential to use this attack.
So it makes him do blah blah blah. Doing the math here.
My child's an asshole.
Doing this.
Oh, look, he knew what I was talking about without even saying it.
Because I'm the only one you ever called that.
Seeing this, I rolled 1,360 damage.
Yeah, you both badly wound each other.
How much health does he got? Again. Because it seems like his health might have went up. His health was nothing before.
What do you mean? He has 1,500.
Alright, well, essentially one more hit for me and he's dead.
It's the same situation pretty much for you if he hits another. I told you he got a natural 1,000, so plus the fact it was doubled.
I doubt he rolled 10 natural 100s.
Don't question me, man.
Dylan, I'm questioning you. What did you do? Did you use his prowess attack?
I will legitimately send you this after I get done with the boss fight. Like, you can check my stream. I am currently doing I'm going to the boss fight right now.
Did you roll the, did you use prowess? Let's be honest, man. You sorry if you used it.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. He goes max damage potential.
No, because that's only once per long rest, and he's already used it, remember?
Yeah, he used it in that fight, and then he was reborn.
It's per long rest, though, and he hasn't technically taken a long rest.
Alright, anything for 2,000. I got 900 HP left. Wait, I forgot to do my damage resistance. Hold up, because we did say I was already mentally preparing myself for that attack the entire time.
Until I pulled a nat 20. Like, that's where I'm going to say no.
No. I'm going to see what I roll, and you will accept this. Because guess what? I will send you a screenshot right frickin' now if this is what it takes. I rolled a 20. So I'm saying that I should at least get 10% of that damage off. That's just straight up.
How do I leave this place? Okay, that way.
I straight up rolled a nat 20 after preparing myself for an attack. I should at least get 10% off there.
Okay, so 10% of that. So he does 1,800 damage.
200 damage off.
Yeah, he does 1,800
which will make a difference, believe it or not, because it means that if he doesn't, it could make a difference. Because now, essentially, if he doesn't get a crit, he won't kill me.
Yeah.
And if I take that off of his if I take more off of his game, I will be preparing myself for an attack as soon as I can. I'll probably retaliate again, because technically, it says you can retaliate once per attack. I just didn't bother the other times, because there was no point. He wasn't as dangerous yet. Now he's a deal that I have to actually worry about.
And what was it called?
So,
right. Second wind? Yeah. That's the thing.
That's once per long rest too, last time I read.
No.
Yeah, somewhere that's one per long rest too.
I mean, I'll double check this. I will. I won't lie because I could be wrong about this, but.
I'm just saying, if he doesn't get his Art Skill back when you're reborn, he shouldn't get that one.
If it's not based, if it's based on long rest, it won't.
Especially considering he's never, especially considering he's never actually technically left the fight. He's still in the fight when he got reborn.
Yeah,
There's
I know,
reason
that's why he didn't get the long rest. That's why I'm double checking this.
Even if it says once per fight, technically he's never left fight, so.
On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 times your fighter level.
What's the cooldown? It's gotta have a cooldown. Not like you can spam that every single time you get attacked, because that wouldn't physically work. For multiple balance standards.
That's just what it says. It never clarifies.
I don't think it's real to fight, but whatever. I'm just saying that for multiple standards, but it's whatever.
I mean, I understand your point, but yeah, and also that'd be, once again, he's not recovering much considering 53 D10, and he doesn't seem to do good with D10s.
Still doesn't change the fact that he shouldn't be. Whatever.
So out of the 1,300 you did to him, he recovered 290 out of that. So
how much HP does Scout left now?
He has about 500.
Okay. Well, lucky for me, my blood pool kicked in. So, you remember when you said, oh, well, you are one hit? No, I'm not.
What?
My blood pool, the thing I had that long, drawn-out conversation with you about?
Yeah, what about it?
It's kicked in, and so once I hit half health, manually it kicks in.
Yeah.
So, I'd be at 1,600 right now, and have a whopping, no, that blood pool keeps filling up. That's why I said you put your character, by having me as a berserker, that character's a major disadvantage in a tournament arc.
Yeah.
Because unless he can break me out of that by putting me unconscious, which he can only do if he went for a head attack, which he's now seeing me stop taking damage, so he'll know something's up.
Yeah.
You might want to roll wisdom to see if he can find out what it is.
I mean, obviously I was about to do that.
The only way he could take me out of that is if he, number one, found out exactly what it was, and you have to find out exactly what it was in order to how to counter it, because that's a very specific thing.
Okay then, I think he might be able to do this. The first one, he's able to figure out what it is perfectly. Now let's see if he can figure out how to counter it. Yeah, I think an 18 will help figure out how to counter it.
I think I'm pretty sure, because it's not a 20, and that's a very hard thing to figure out. You gotta figure. He understands what the ability is,
how to figure it out. And for how to counter, that doesn't take hard to figure out.
No, not necessarily, because you have to know how to play around the game there, because technically I physically wouldn't be able to die unless I got knocked unconscious and the skill cop stopped running. That wouldn't be a hard thing to figure out. That would be a hard thing to figure out how to break the game like that, because it's hard. You gotta figure it. Most people wouldn't think about breaking a tournament arc like that.
This man's a warrior.
So
he does what he does.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Even if it wouldn't, I don't think he'd understand it perfectly. He'd have a feeling, but it wouldn't be a 100% feeling. Just being 100%.
No, he understands the ability that you have perfectly.
Yeah, he would understand how to counter it 100% perfectly.
I never said he understands how to counter it perfectly.
You said, I'm pretty sure he understands how to counter it. But, that being said, it would be unlikely. Like, he would understand how to counter it, but it'd be very iffy.
Yeah.
So he might try a couple of different strategies to stop it.
He's learned the resting place of some of these artifacts.
I mean, considering if he knows exactly what it is, he can think about using his mind, like how to knock you unconscious. Going for the brain is typically an easy way to do that. Just saying.
He knows what the form is. Sure, he knows why I'm not dead. He doesn't know how he get past it. The reason why you rolled twice. He wouldn't know 100% how to get past it. He just knows that's his blood drive form. That's all he knows. He knows that's his like blood drive form, where essentially he can't take damage. How am I getting now? He's like, all right, well, I might have to knock him out of that, but like, how would I knock him out of that? He wouldn't know how to knock me out of that yet. He's like, all right, cool. I know I need to knock him out of that for him to take damage. Maybe if I break his mental strength, he will take damage. Maybe if I knock him unconscious, and he doesn't know exactly what it is. He's got to try multiple things.
Cool.
I drew this off.
I'm guessing by using images to look at?
My friend's art book.
So,
it has like the stuff.
Just for him to figure that out, are we gonna say that took an action? Because you gotta figure, he had to figure out two things there.
Like I said, use a photocopy.
Yeah, but I didn't like
Ty.
I know. Yeah, no.
Ty. Are we gonna say that took an action because he had to figure out two separate things there, or trying to figure out two separate things?
Which would leave him with...
Which puts him at...
one action.
One action. Which means he could try one of the three options he probably would have came up, which was knock me unconscious, and considering he rolled 20, he wouldn't know exactly what to do. He just had feelings of different things. Knock me unconscious, break my mental strain, or something else, which he could probably think of.
I'm gonna say knock you unconscious or break your mental strain. One for knocking, odds for knocking you unconscious. Evens for putting you in a mental strain. Roll. 3 is definitely an odd.
Alright, well, good luck with that. That'd be a cons check, which there's a chance, but considering your strength isn't as high as mine, and considering I am, like I said, I have a strong, well, not strong will, but what's that called? Strong damage thing. I also got muscular form. So first off, like I said, it's in its early stages.
Building it up.
Yeah, I've been slowly building it up. It's in its early stages, which would probably give me one cons at this point, because like I said, it's hard for me to learn to build it up. Hello.
I'm almost done.
Like I said, it'd be hard for me to learn how to build it up. But I still would eventually, so like I'd probably say 1 here. Yeah. Alright. So put me 20 there. So yeah, 5. Alright. Let me see if he first off roll the hit. Remember 40 AC.
Yeah, I know. And I'm so glad these AI aren't dumb.
Let me see if so he definitely hits. Let me see.
I can promise
if wait, but in order to hit, he would have to, in order to hit me and knock me unconscious, he would have to do a physical attack, meaning his blade would have to hit me. Because mental damage wouldn't knock me unconscious.
I never said he was using his blade.
Break me down. Alright, then let me roll for reaction, because that's your fault. You should specify that type of thing, man. Of what he's attacking with. I rolled a 7.
I was rolling to hit. I never even said what I was going to attack with first.
I'm just saying, you physically, well, I rolled an 8 here, because he would have to attack with a physical to knock me unconscious.
Yeah, obviously.
I rolled an 8, so I definitely react in some way or form. Knowing that he just found, clearly considering my character sitting there and he's like...
I'm actually going to do a strength check for this because he rolled nat 20 to hit, but that has nothing to do with it since he has to have enough force to knock you out. So it's going to have to be an actual strength check. Yeah, and also considering I rolled an 8, which means he has to hit my sword, or hit me through my sword hard enough to actually penetrate me here. Also, I'm going to roll a cons here because it's kind of like freezing.
I rolled a nat 20 for my cons. Does he knock me?
It wouldn't be like freezing
I
at
rolled
all.
nat
It
20
wouldn't have to do with con.
Yeah, it would have to do with my con of being able to get it and get back up. It'd be like endurance. It'd be con or survival. One of the two. Yeah.
I would say more of survival, but that.
Then even survival, I'm fishy. And like I said, I rolled a nat 20. Like I said, he'd have to get through me, like physically be able to hit me hard enough, which would be a strength check for him, and I have to see if I could take the hit and get back up. Same way with the wolf. The wolf rolled when I hit him against the wall. He rolled to see if he would be knocked away, and he rolled like a 3. That's why he got knocked out. So
no, the reason he got knocked out is because he rolled in that one for initiative.
Dirty clothes upstairs in your room.
Not just because. No, that wasn't why. You rolled to see if he would actually get knocked out from the hit. That and it was a mix of I rolled nat 20 and he rolled a low with his chance to see if I got knocked out.
Because he got a nat 1.
I'm just saying, I know for a fact that you've been so far, no matter what you say, because I've been paying close attention to this. When it comes to freezing and or knocking someone out that's knocking them unconscious, it has been where you gotta check to see if you are physically strong enough to take their attack. Like if you're physically capable enough to take their attack. And I did roll a 20, so not to mention, even if I didn't have any proficiency, that's still a 20, meaning that you would have to also at least roll a 20. Potentially a proficient 20.
Wait. That was my back. I'm literally as close as I can get without smushing the glass.
Also, not to mention, not only did
I already told you.
Not only did I roll a 20.
You know what I mean.
For
so don't be like that. I'm not. I'm getting calm. You're the one who's being upset.
No, I'm saying
You have an upset attitude, though.
Like I was saying.
70 plus hours within 1 week.
Okay.
I shouldn't have to come home and do this. I should have to come home and find you, not here. You on the PlayStation. My house should be
4. So, wow. You work 12 hours for 4 days. I wonder how many people do that.
Yes.
It was to keep our rooms clean.
And for you guys to do chores. For you guys to do stuff without being asked. And your rooms don't stay clean. Laundry doesn't
My part of it does stay clean. I'm not going to be being a slave.
No, but you can tell him to clean his fucking room if it's dirty.
I do, and they don't listen. I do, and they don't listen. It's simple as that. I'm not. I am perfectly calm. It's you're the one who's angry right now.
Anyway, like I said, man, not only did I.
And why do you expect us to go doing all this?
Who's here during the day?
You on occasion as well.
Okay. Who's been here during the day for the past 2 weeks?
Me, Summer, Ben.
Okay. Before last time I picked up it, what I did is I today and I had to get home.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is my house look dirty again?
I wouldn't
haven't
know.
been home.
I would not know, considering I've either been sitting here,
It's your responsibility.
and they've been sitting in the room,
Kids,
so they
correct?
it shouldn't be making a mess at all. So therefore, I think you're just having your OCD acting up like typically you do. I'm sorry, I don't look back there constantly. You don't have to yell. Once again, like, just even leaving me a notification.
Okay, here's the thing, is you're in my way, I'm cleaning the front room. I'm not yelling at you to do it, am I?
I never said you were.
Okay. I'm taking care of it, you're in my way. I can't help it that you're sitting on the floor playing on the PlayStation. You know I'm cleaning the room.
I can't help it that I'm actually trying to do this in person and finish something I said I would. Okay, and if you're actually paying attention, you see that I'm actually doing more than that. But alas, it's just like normal, you aren't. 'Cause No, roll a d4 because I'm done having to listen to my mom. So just roll a d4 and then we'll see what happens from there.
Alright,
Valendra the wizard must be stopped.
That's insane. Even if the argument I was making was, obviously,
I don't care right now. I just want
like I said, I'm just gonna get this easily said though.
That's why I'm finishing this up as soon as possible.
That's why I'm cleaning the front room.
I'm just gonna roll this d4.
Because I'm trying to keep it under control.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. They need to be vacuumed on a daily basis. You guys have to go. I have a situation with Summer that if it's not clean on a daily basis, you guys will be vacuuming
knows
it on
you
a
said.
daily basis. I get it. Okay. I'm just going to work. I will put it. I'm on the list. And I will jump up. Okay.
Like I said, man, I rolled a 4.
So you roll 4?
Yep.
It was a close fight between you two. He almost managed to knock you out. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine. We won.
Yeah.
Afterwards, you can tell
I would be knocked to 1 HP. I'd heal up, and then the rest of the damage was running to back up. We won the fight. You got the pet dragon. Are we gonna say since it was a close fight, we didn't manage to get the blade? Obviously, it makes sense because, like I said, even though you were arguing with the knockout thing, I did react though because it was a physical attack.
That's why I said he got close.
I reacted.
Didn't manage.
I reacted moderately, and I rolled a 20. So like my deflect was perfect. My blocked. I imagine after that was the last attack. So then I just pretty much decapitated him.
Yep.
All right. So you get the baby dragon, and
The
we
race
leave.
is a silver. It's a silver race.
Mm.
Based on the randomizer
So,
I did. But,
What was their reaction to losing? Real quick, where you go?
Well, the hunter was fairly surprised at how she died immediately. But other than that, she was not surprised other than the sheer fact of finding out the new kinks to that weapon. So now they can use that more efficiently. Much more efficiently.
Alright, so this got me intrigued real quick, just to set up for next time, because I know you want to get off as soon as possible, so you don't got to talk to mom anymore, pretty much. So, real quick, I scroll through real quick now, and I try to pretty much search up to see if there's any missions setting you up for next time. If there's any missions or anything like that that essentially says anything about a sword being crafted by a soul.
There does seem to be one, but it's a lot higher level than us. It's level 220.
Over market and everything, that's the only one?
That seems to be the only one that has anything to do with swords and souls.
Let me see. Right, one last check. Is there anything having to do with attuning and adapting to the exact way someone fights most typically? Their fighting style.
There's a 120 quest that gives you a item that's capable of that.
Alright, it's kind of like that, guys, but without the soul, so a less powerful version of his. And you can imagine what I'm going to do. Now I know that's not necessarily a rare item. Next time in the merchant shop.
I mean, at level 70, that's still, I mean, that's a super rare item. Like, that's a legend.
Yes,
like,
but I'm saying with 120 missions, it's at least a somewhat known enchant.
Yeah, it's just at higher level.
Since we did put gold and stuff, can you roll 100 for loot, see how much, because I imagine you get XP for said tournament too, or whatever. See what we get.
Oh,
because obviously we got our money earnings.
I know what we got for the money earnings.
Because I put 50 platinum.
As did
and we got times 4, was it?
Yep, so that's 200 plus the extra winnings of 100.
So 300 plat now.
Yep.
Which Aura was mighty fine. And did we get any XP from it? Because it is a event based, but typically events give a lot of XP.
Indeed, we did. We actually level up 6 times from that.
So now we're level. Let me see here, doing the math. We're 68, so we'd be 84.
We're 78.
70, that's what I mean. Should be 84.
Yep. 6 levels away from getting our 3rd ability.
And then next time on Dungeons and Dragons, whenever we do that, because Tyler probably won't want to do it for a long time, especially after Dante's mom. He's probably got headaches. He's been doing it all day, and I kind of got a headache doing this, but I gotta go.
Next time on the Adventures of the Oasis, I might not go close to losing my mind. Adios.